Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to the Beyond Call of Duty Black Ops 4 S&D 2v2 tournament, powered, of course, by Team Beyond and ASTRO Gaming. Now, my name is Onset, and I'm joined by the wonderful Nighty Night today. Alex, how are you doing, buddy?
Oh, man, I'm doing fine. This is going to be an exciting one. I am pumped because this is the first time I am going to be able to see some top-level Black Ops 4. I mean, this is something I've been waiting for all week. I've been grinding the heck out of this game.
Yeah, same, brother. It's been a lot of fun so far. Really enjoying Black Ops 4 and what it's bringing to the table. But let's just let you know, everyone at home, the format for today. Obviously, 2v2 S&D tournament, single elimination bracket. You lose, you're out. It's as simple as that. And each series will be a best of 3. Now, in this tournament as well, there are some significant rule changes, which I'm sure you won't be used to if you're just playing pubs. But it's based on what a lot of the pro players have been playing. For example, each round, there's 1 minute, 30 seconds on the clock. Each map will be a best of 11. So the score to win will, of course, be 6 rounds. Restricted items such as shotguns, LMGs, launchers, specialist weapons, and various perks. And the score streaks are also disabled. So each team must rely on their communication, teamwork, and gun skill to march onward through the bracket. Now, Alex, talk us through the prize pool very quickly, because first place, there's some dollar on the line here.
Yeah, it's a big one, and I know these guys are going to be really wanting to bring the heat because it is $1,000 for first place. 1,000, and then second place gets a little bit, a little bit. They get 500, but you definitely want to be taking that first place prize. Got some big money on the line here.
Yeah, we definitely do. And just to let you all know the schedule, of course, we'll be bringing you 2 semi-finals today and then our grand final. And the first match of today is going to be Gang S versus Nut and the Kid. And Gang S is made up of TBE Noobs and Skiliosis. And then Nut and the Kid is Almond and God Eclipse. And Alex, I think you hit the nail on the head before we get into this. See, me and you, we come from slightly different backgrounds. Call of Duty, we're big Call of Duty fans, have been for a long time. But Black Ops 4, man, it's been such a lot of fun to play this game. I know me and you have been both glued to our controllers ever since this game has come out. It's just it's just a straight up fun, man.
Whoa, hold on 1 second. Not controllers. I'm on the PC, man. I'm in a different class. All right, I'm in a different class of my own.
Hey, man, I'm on the PS4. I'm keeping it real. I'm getting ready to compete in this thing. I'm out to get that bread. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I didn't know. Excuse me. You're about to win the next one.
Hey, man, somebody's got to win that money, right? So it's going to be me. But the first map that we're going to have here is going to be Seaside. So we're going to have a little Spanish tour here. Some nice colors involved in this one, Alex. It's just beautiful to have the feel of Black Ops 4 is something that's really kept me glued to my monitor so far. As I said, it's a super fun game to play, but S&D, a lot of pressure on these guys to perform, especially with that money on the line.
Yeah, and the thing about, the 2v2, it's just so much different from what we are going to experience in the Pro League with the 5v5. The 5v5 obviously is bringing a lot more excitement. We're seeing that people are using double snipers now, so that's going to be interesting, covering the lanes and also having that extra bit of firepower. People have been switching around their rosters, but the 2v2, we're really going to see some amazing individual plays, but the biggest thing about it is going to be how well they can trade back and forth, how well they can bait and switch each other and move as one.
Yeah, it most certainly is, and I think you're going to see a lot of quite aggressive plays to start off with as well. A lot of trades going to be going down. That's the secret of 2v2. Make sure you get in that trade and after that initial engagement if you are the player taken down. So lots of angles on these bomb sites, a lot of excitement to come, and round 1 is about to get underway.
All right, now this map definitely is going to rely on the lanes. Covering the lanes is big, getting some good range on it, but it looks like these players are going to be a little bit more aggressive with their SMGs out, so that's going to switch things up a little bit. I'm interested to see how we start this. Immediately, someone gets taken down, though.
Yeah, I'm on board with God Eclipse here, and he's getting the bomb down nice and early. His teammate gets taken down, so he's going to have to back off of that one, steps himself up on the bomb, and now he's going to have to back up and look for a pick of his own. Rotates right back, still has that bomb. So now it's all about trying to find one of these players, trying to isolate him from his teammate maybe and try and get one of those picks.
Now, the bombing is supposed to be silent. That is the setting in the rules that we have right now, but he slips away. This is going to be huge.
Yeah, now he's in a 1v1 situation. He sees someone is on the bomb here. He's actually going for the defuse. Needs to check that bomb. Does check that bomb just in time and got Eclipse with a great play towards the end there. Smart play. Always check that bomb. And he manages to pick up that first kill.
Yeah, and the hesitation was not even there. The timing was absolutely perfect. That's exactly what you want to see in these search and destroy games in 2v2 is zero hesitation.
Yeah, it's a great play from God Eclipse there. Played that one very nicely after his teammate did manage to get that early trade. Now we'll go on board with Allman to actually watch this round number 2, and he's going to be surprise, pushing straight up mid. You can see he's playing defense on this round. Set up on this bomb site, trying to get these cut-offs, and he's got that Maddox in hand at the moment, and that's one gun that certainly has shredded at the start of Black Ops 4.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the other ones, but the Maddox does the trick as well. We're still kind of seeing which ones are going to be most effective in the meta, but you know, whatever works.
Yeah, first kill's going to go down here, so he's going to find himself in a 1v2. Did he spot those two players crossing? Looks like he might have, and he might actually be coming behind both of these players. So if he can pick up one, you can see that player is actually laid down prone. So Allman's got it all to do here, trying to check his corners, playing this one smartly, knows he has to pick off one of these players, maybe waiting for that bomb to go down and get a little bit of information from there.
All right, communication, so important. Talking to your teammate, even when you're from the death screen, you've got to make sure that you're constantly talking back and forth. The better your communication is, the more chances of you going to be able to win the game. Obviously, the individual battles have got to be won, but being able to talk to your teammates smooth, effectively, and fast is what's going to win you the game.
Mission compromised. Try again.
It's going to be the round the game being tied up. Then the 2v1 situation just too much, got taken down by that player who was popping up top of that tank. Had a beautiful angle there. A pretty good post plant set up there as well. So nice headshots there to clean that one up, and going into round number 3 now.
Yeah, let's talk about the confidence right there, right, Mark? Like the confidence he had just to sit there in the middle of the map and say, hey, come to me and challenge me. My shot is on point right now.
Yeah, his confidence is everything, but I think they had confidence in their positioning as well. You know, these guys, unfortunately, it looks like one of the players might have accidentally disappeared out of the lobby, so we'll try and get this one started up as soon as we can, but he always knew that if he could have spotted someone out there in that position, that his teammate had his back as well to be potentially in position for the trade. So, not quite sure what's happened here in this game. We'll try and get the lowdown for you guys at home as soon as we can. It looks like one of the players seems to have fallen out of the lobby, so I don't know if that will be. We'll have to look at the rules for this one. So we'll have to go in the back, Alex.
Yep, gotta look them up.
Important people, what's going in.
But yeah, but while we're waiting, just the way that this game really has worked so far, like it's so much nicer from other Call of Duties that I've seen in the past few years. I know a lot of people are gonna be happy about it. Obviously, World War II was able to take it back to the basics where it's just sprint and nothing else. There's no jump, you know, there's no jetpacks, there's nothing like that, no abilities. Obviously, there's, you know, the specialists, but we have them disabled for this tournament. But it's great to have it where it seems just like going from Black Ops 2 to this. It just seems so perfect, so smooth. It's exactly what I've been waiting for. This is the Call of Duty that I've wanted.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. And just let everyone know at home who might be in the chat as well. Skilios has just said that one of the players' games crashed, unfortunately. So we'll try and get back into this semi-final. We'll wait for a ruling, etc. We've got to do all that stuff. You know how it is. People under pressure now, sweating in the back to make a decision on what's going to happen. But a reminder to everyone who might have just joined us a little bit late, there is a $1,500 prize pool on the line here, $1,000 to whoever manages to take first, which, to be honest with you, for an evening's work, Alex, $500 each it's pretty decent money.
Yeah, I'll say that was, let's see, in high school, that was pretty much me working my tail off for about a month straight at my job that I was basically working full time at. So, yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good chunk of change for these young folks who are just getting online for a Monday night.
Yeah, for sure. We were talking about it before. We were saying we kind of missed the boat a little bit with just being a little bit too old. You know, we couldn't be in that position where we could grind 3 or 4 online tourneys a day and pick up a little bit of extra pocket money. But
I wish,
dude. I mean, $1,000 for first place for an evening's work is nothing to be scorned at all. But we're gonna get this game going on straight as soon as possible. It's gonna be 1-1 when we do get back into it, and as soon as we can, we will. Unfortunately, you know, these technical things happen. We've had a few technical issues ourselves, so we're not going to hide away from that. We'll let you know. You know, that's the kind of thing that goes on. But
yeah, it's a new game. It happens.
Yeah, exactly. A reminder to everyone at home as well. If you want to get involved in these tournaments, then head over to teambeyond.net and make sure that you get involved. It's completely free to sign up, and you've got the opportunity to win, as we say, some pretty decent money while we're doing it. But it looks like we're getting back into things now. We're loading back in. It's going to be 1-1 on the scoreboard, Alex. So all tied up between the two teams.
All right. Now, do you think they're going to switch up their starts? You know, now that there's no more real I guess stress on the players. They actually have time to think about it and strategize while the player was out. You think they're going to switch things up?
Nah.
Okay, thanks.
I think the bombs. I think a lot of what you're going to see in these TV2 S&Ds is people committing to either bomb site or going down mid and looking for that early pick. And if they can get away with a pick, then that's fantastic. But I'm on board with God Eclipse now off the break here as we are into round number 3. Ignore that scoreboard at the top. It's 1-1. At the moment, him and his teammate are going to be on offense. So it looks like pretty much a full flank coming in here early from God Eclipse.
Yeah, and he's going to basically want to make his move based off of what his teammates' information is. Whatever the intel is that he's getting on the mic is how he's going to base his movement. Right now, there is the other team rotating around. They're thinking that they're at the other bomb. That is a really big move right now for them to just like wait a second and now push in. This was great. This is probably exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, bomb going down, and God Eclipse is in a good position there. But unfortunately, the bomb did not go down, and that's going to put him in a 2v1 situation now. And with the bomb been planted, that means that things are going to be a little bit more difficult for him. Did the bomb actually go down? Did he manage to get that down? He didn't, but he's managed to collect it now, and now he can go for that plant. He can get it down to the opposition to check that bomb. They do check the bomb, and Noobs managed to peel him off of that head glitch there to put themselves up 2-1.
Yeah, and that was a good job by Noobs right there to make sure that he was still checking it, because there's always can be a psych out. You know, a player can just decide to go for the slays, which probably would have been the smarter decision right there. But, you know, he went for the risky play. Sometimes you got to go big or go home.
Yeah, it's always difficult in those situations as well, especially in Black Ops 4, you know. The ability to shoulder peek and then back down and use that stim to get your health back nice and quickly. Checking the bomb is less risky right now in the game than maybe another Call of Duties that we've seen in recent times. But I'm actually going to go over to the red side here to Skiliosis, see what he's going to be doing. He's kind of an early engagement here, gets that information. There's that shoulder peek that I'm talking about. Does get the information on that B-bomb site. Looks like he's going to see both players now, so he's going to back up smartly here, Skiliosis, wait for his teammate maybe to get into position to help him out.
Yeah, this is perfect right now. This is a very good job at just baiting those players out. His teammate knows exactly where they are, but they do not know where his teammate is. So
his teammate's actually been taken down here away from Cam, so it's a 1v2 situation now for Skiliosis. He might be able to potentially get this bomb down though, if he can.
Sneaky.
Woo. Smart play there, because I'm pretty sure the other players would have managed to pick up that initial pick and then would have thought that he might have rotated away, but smart play from Skiliosis here. Now he's going on the full flank, cutting through church. Both players, though, unfortunately, are set up pretty nicely on that bomb site, and there it is. The defuse comes in pretty comfortably. Wasn't in a position to check that defuse, and Orman does go in and manages to pick that one up, and that's going to be a round win to that.
Yeah, and that's something he might learn. He might know that he needs to double back a little faster, that these players are going to immediately hop on it. One player's going to check the cutoff, make sure that they're getting the angles while the other one gets the disarm. I'm not sure if he usually is doing that. If it was a 2v2 scenario and he still had his teammate backing him up, if he probably would. Or if he was just giving that one up. You don't know. But, yeah, he'll probably decide to do something else next time. Watching the mid of the map here, getting some nice tags on both players. Picks up one. Excellent round.
Yeah, great round. Very clinical round there from Almond and his teammate. Picking up those kills when they were needed. Those two players pushed aggressively on mid, but both into a position where they were pincered by both players, essentially. You can see his teammate coming through the archways there, peels him off the statue just towards the end, and that's going to be a clean round there.
Protect the objective.
So then, 4-1. At the moment, just 2 rounds away from taking this one now. Blue squad looking pretty comfortable at the moment, doing a good job of getting a lot of those first picks, and that's another one going down now, and that should be pretty comfortable situation here. 2v1, their post-plant positions have been good. You can see Noobs is going to pop here. Does get the shoulder peek, but again, Almond with the shoulder peek of his own manages to get away. Now he's going to be taken down. That's pretty solid team play there from the two players on the blue team.
Good job, Blackout.
One player spotted him out, got that info, and the second player put the shots on, allowing him to clean him up.
That first blood is big. You know, making sure you get a trade or getting that first kill, that's always going to play so huge into it. But that was also a good play out of that lone player. Peeked the corner and immediately went for one, trying to get that kill first and then maybe try to run away. But yeah, not much he could have done in that scenario, but he did try it. I like how both these teams are playing. They're both playing with confidence, but this is going to be a very, very big round right now. See if they can finish it out.
Oh, big turn though from Skiliosis. That's a big kill, and that's going to be 2 down. Both players taken down immediately, and they needed that round. They were staring down the barrel a little bit, but winning that big battle there by Skiliosis, I think it was. And there we go. We're going to see it in the replay screen here. Player gets the jump on him, but does not finish the kill, and that's a little bit embarrassing there for Almond, you have to say.
Yeah, you hate to see it. You really do. But this is, let's see, this is 4-2? So 4-3.
4-3.
Okay, 4-3. So we're getting down to it right now. Only need 2 more rounds to go. This is when you start to feel the pressure really start to creep in here. Nice win.
Yeah, Noobs. I'm on board with Noobs now. He's going to be the bomb carrier for his team as well. Skiliosis comes in, and that is going to be another round now.
Mission compromised. Try
Going to Gang S. They're only down by 1 round now. They've managed to pick up a couple of rounds back to back now, and the momentum maybe has shifted slightly in this first map.
Yeah, and that's what comebacks are all about. Getting those clutch kills, starting to gain some momentum, and you know, making sure that you're keeping your head in the game no matter how much you're down. There really is never a time where you're out of it. We've seen incredible comebacks throughout Call of Duty's history. 5-0, leads blown, tons of amazing things can happen. So you just pretty much got to just take it slow, take it easy, and keep using that really good teamwork, because that's what this new game is all about now that you can just heal on up.
Oh, big plays coming in here early from God Eclipse. They got the early plant down. They've managed to get the bomb down without too much contention, and then he managed to pick up a kill as well. So they got 2v1 situation. Noobs is going to run straight into the crosshairs of Almond, and he's going to take him down. And now they're just 1 round away from taking map number 1.
God Eclipse going to get the big play here, putting down the bomb, just making things happen. Woo! You like to see it. You like when the play is playing for the objective and then immediately getting a kill, or you know, doing both. That's always going to make you feel good and get you back into the game. But this could be it right now for map number 1. We've got 1 round to go, and they could take it. See what they're going to decide to do here off the rip.
Yeah, big information gain there from God Eclipse. He managed to peek over that barrel and winery and managed to find that player, but no, Skiliosis comes back in with the SMG and takes him down. Now I'm on board with Almond. The 1v2 situation does know where Skiliosis is, but Skiliosis again manages to melt him, and just as you know it, they've managed to pick up another round, and they're just 1 round away from tying this thing up.
We've got a round 11, Mark.
We've almost got a round 11. We've got one call in. We've got 1 call in.
Wait, do I not do math well?
It's probably me, to be honest. It is round 11, Alex. You've got to remember that I am stupid at times. And
hey, I am too, man. You already corrected me once. We're 1 for 1.
Well, here we go. Round 11. What a better way to start off. Black Ops 4 for these two teams. And Almond does get the information there on mid. I just see that player peeking, and it looks like both players going to be backing down. Surprise, surprise. This is going to be a slow round here from both teams. Map 1 on the line in this round number 11. Has that ICR as well, so he's going to be able to peel anyone off any head glitches that tries to challenge him. You can see God Eclipse has that bomb in hand as well.
Got that fancy skin too, man. How jealous am I right now? I tell you what, he's got to be grinding for that thing right there. I'd love to have that. He's going to peek out.
Brave challenge. Doesn't get the kill, and his teammate's going to come in and flank him now. Skiliosis again with the SMG. Now it's all up to God Eclipse. He should get this kill now. A 1v1 situation, bomb in hand. Still a very, very winnable round here, and a very, very winnable position to be in as far as map number 1 is concerned here for God Eclipse. He's pushing in the bomb site. Looks like he might opt to go to the B site here to get this bomb down. So Maddox in hand as well. Pretty high fire rate. He's going to be pretty set up in a close quarter situation. Does manage to get that bomb down. So now it's the 1v1 situation.
Yeah, and this is a perfect location for his weapon. He's going to hopefully put it to use here. Getting that trade was huge. Here comes the fight, and that's it.
Fantastic reaction time there from God Eclipse to land the melee and clean that one up. That is going to be map number 1. Going over to the blue squad, God Eclipse, and of course Ormond and Nut and the Kid. Nut and the Kid. Nothing like TV2 and temp name team names. They're my favorite thing in the world. They really do come out with some special ones. But Nut and the Kid take your map number 1. Of course, a best of 3 means they only have to take one more map.
Yeah, I remember back in the game, just game battles. You'll see, you can go down the list and have a time just reading all of those. They're always hilarious. This map number 2, going to be played a little bit differently. It's going to be a little bit more open, and hopefully you're going to see maybe the snipers coming out. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see anybody that's quite that bold.
Hey man, sometimes you got to make these big plays. Sometimes you got to make these big plays to get that bread.
The bread, gotta get it.
Gotta get it. Anyway, map number 2 is going to be Summit in our first semi-final. So this is a map that I really enjoy as well. So I've got to be honest, like there's a lot of maps that I am enjoying in Black Ops 4 as well. There's usually when a game comes out, you're always thinking there's a couple of weak ones, but there's a lot of maps in Black Ops 4 that do lend themselves to competitive play. Sorry.
Yeah,
so, I've probably one of the reasons I'm enjoying playing so much.
I've been playing a lot of like wacky stuff. Like I haven't played so much of the normal core game types. I've been playing either the zombies, Blackout. I've been playing free for all just to learn the mechanics of the game, learn the maps. But I definitely am looking forward, as everyone else is, to the competitive playlist. I want to start grinding. I want to start getting in there and really checking out what these maps have to offer as far as the the different strategies people are going to bring to them, because I do think that there's a lot of opportunity, and the design's just impeccable. I think Treyarch really outdid themselves.
For sure, and just to let everybody know as well, you probably can't hear this at home, but God Eclipse is playing the Undertaker's theme tune down his microphone, so he's always trying to psych out his opponents a little bit. The dead man is coming, rest in peace, etc., and other catchphrases that, of course, the Undertaker uses. But
love it.
I mean, it worked for map number 1. Why not try it for map number 2?
Hey, that's half the battle right there. If you can get into your opponent's head, I mean, it doesn't work all the time when you're at the top, but you do have those players sometimes that are just a little testy, what we should say. And when you poke them, they do get frazzled. So that definitely can turn the tide. That comeback should do it all by itself, really. I mean, having that much of a lead, and then having a few rounds slip by you, just a few mistakes, that'll get into your head all by itself. But then your opponent trying to do something to get in there, that's competition.
If I'm on Gang S right now, I am whipping out Kane's music and I'm playing it now, because that is the only way the Undertaker will ever come up against someone that matches him. So that's true. What I'd be going for. But
Kane was taller.
WWF and WWE references, whatever you want to call it. Let's get back into Black Ops 4, and let's get into our map number 2 now. On Summit, we've gone from the sunny skies of Spain over to the snowy pastures now. And it's going to be interesting to see if we could get this one tied up and see a game at number 3. We've had a round 11 already. And it's nothing like you wouldn't expect towards the end of an online tournament. But we're into the semi-finals now. Everyone who's got this far is going to be incredibly talented.
Yeah, so far from what I've been seeing, the accuracy is definitely there. I haven't seen any crazy windmills quite yet.
It looks like we might have had a slight issue at the start here. God Eclipse. Unfortunately, it looks like he might have disappeared out of the game. So it's going to be another reset, another chance for us to talk a little bit, Alex, to express what we're enjoying. What's supposed to be your favorite gun so far on Black Ops 4?
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you my goofy one first. My goofy one is the Titan in Blackout, and I just like holding down the trigger and shooting everything. Like I just go buck wild on that thing. But competitively, I'd have to say it's probably the what is the ICR with the yeah, the double grip is just OP. I mean, you can beam all day long.
Yeah, the double grip ICR is definitely a favorite of mine as well. The Maddox as well in certain situations just does work, but there's nothing more satisfying for me than just peeling someone off a head glitch when you got the ICR on the double grip. It's just like, get out of here.
It's just not even fair.
Challenge me. How dare you? But obviously looking forward to all of the CWL events we've got coming up as well. See, it's going to be, I always love the first event of new games as well, because it's everyone's still kind of feeling the way into the game a little bit, testing the waters. There's no like crazy strategy. It's all like very, what would you call basic meta at the start of games, where everyone's just trying to like not make mistakes. Well, not make mistakes more, in my opinion. And, really? Try and play solid Call of Duty. And
I don't know about that. I think it's kind of the opposite. I think it's just like use your just aggression and your individual skill that you know from previous titles that you bring in and just see what works. I think TK in World War II was very much that. I think they were super just amazingly clutch and big opportunities, and they stayed that way throughout pretty much all of Call of Duty. They did get second at Worlds, but I think it's more about in the first event just whoever's going to just run at you more. And I think
it's going to be crazy as well. One thing we haven't even touched upon is obviously we're 2v2 S&D here tonight, but you know, 5v5, that's a big change. You look at how that's going to change the meta of Call of Duty full stop, especially in S&D. I mean,
you're right.
I'm watching quite a lot of pro gameplay, and seems like double snipe setups are coming more and more into it. And I think the SMG players are going to be relying on those players to get those early picks to even have an influence, to be honest, in S&D. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see how the strategy develops a little bit. Maybe a couple of people may be looking at a little bit of Counter-Strike and seeing, you know, how they play out 5v5 situations, see if they can take a little thing away from that.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, seeing the double snipe, that blows me away, because, you know, we're going to see a lot of Halo talent going into the COD scene. And as you know, as most people know, Halo transfers over to almost any game. We've seen it a lot in the past year. And the snipers are definitely one of those things that just is lethal, no pun intended, in a lot of the Halo players' hands, like Formal, Enable. I mean, they can hit their shots like nothing else.
I'm sure the Call of Duty pros will be looking to keep those guys out for as long as possible, as they should do. But we are into our second map now. We're going to start this one off with Skilliosis, though. It looks like we might have had another issue, unfortunately. Got Eclipse. Looks like he's not going to be involved, and that is going to be, once again, the beauty of online tournaments in all of its force, with another unfortunate lag out, it looks by the looks of things. So, Alex, guess what? It's story time again, man.
Oh, well, I think I've got a good story. Let's see. Call of Duty, my first experience with Call of Duty was on Call of Duty, I think 2. I was playing a campaign, World War II, my favorite. Like, I'm a big history buff, and I loved it to death. Big fan. I was playing on the PC. There was huge tournaments for it. But, you know, I was competing in Halo, so I couldn't really get active in the Call of Duty in that whole scene, because I was a big fan of, like, you know, World War II shooters like Battlefield and Day of Defeat. I played the heck out of those games. But when it came down to it, when Halo 2 came out, I was glued to that. So, I mean, technically, you could say my online gaming started with you know, Call of Duty style games. It wasn't really with Halo. I didn't play Halo online until afterwards.
I've got to be honest. I probably played. I didn't even want to look back at my Black Ops 2 like game time. Like, that game was one of my favorite of all times games, which is why I was so excited for Black Ops 4 coming out. Black Ops 3 was solid enough, but it wasn't my kind of game, you know. But Black Ops 4 is a real throwback to that game that just got me addicted to COD, to playing game after game after game, to grinding my way up the ladders and just having a good time, man.
Did you get to master?
Of course I did.
What do you mean, of course? I've seen you play.
Of course I did. I haven't seen you play, brother. I'm hot on the stick.
Hey, do you forget our LAN games?
Yeah, I'm the best player on my team all the time.
Oh my! I think that was T squared. T squared was carrying you.
Dude, I didn't play that game. But anyway, let's talk about more COD. Because we don't want to embarrass you here. But one thing that we should highlight to everyone is we will be giving away a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 during this, or at the end of this stream, I should say, at the end of the tournament. So one lucky viewer who might be watching today, we've got that up for grabs that we picked at random. So if you want to be up for that, or you've got a friend who might be on the lookout for a copy of Black Ops, hasn't got the money together yet to get it himself, make sure you get him in to the stream right now. Make sure you get him involved with watching this tournament, this 2v2 S&D tournament, because yeah, he could find himself with a beautiful copy of Black Ops 4 in his hand. I couldn't wait, man. I'm not gonna lie, I did the like pre-download, and like as soon as it was released,
same,
straight in.
I'm right there with you.
It was, dude, it's just too exciting, man, when a new COD comes out. Like, and
it is, man.
It's just something. As soon as you hear Black Ops, I'm like, I'm sold. Like, just take my money. I just give him my card, give him my PIN number, and I'm like, dude, just do what you can.
Yeah, like Black Ops 2, I'm right there with you. I played the heck out of it. I think I know the very point where it really sucked me in was the first worlds where what was their name? Impact with Killa. Yeah. Impact Killa won.
Impact. Yeah.
Furico Impact. Yeah. I watched that entire tournament, and it just I was hooked, and I bought the game. And I played it forever, and it was just so enjoyable. Had an incredible time, and I just knew after World War II that, you know, with all the feedback that Call of Duty's been getting, that they're going to make this game exactly what the community wanted. And sure enough, this so far, I mean, it needs tweaks, and nothing's going to be perfect. And obviously, we're experiencing that right now. But maybe, I don't know. I could be that guy's internet. But it's been a blast so far. Especially, you know, I just put together a really good PC rig, and I'm just loving it, enjoying the heck out of it. Blackout, I think, is my favorite battle royale.
Here we go then. Big claims. But we are into our map number 2. Both players seems to be in. Has God Eclipse disappeared again? No, Skiliosis has actually managed to pick up that first kill. I had a little bit worried because he has been the player who's been disappearing pretty quickly. He's going to be peeking on. Noobs actually manages to peek there on Almond, and good communication there from the two players to find out where their last player was, and it's going to be the red team here who take the first round.
Yeah, and once again, playing for those trades is really, really important. You want to make sure you're not going too far out, you're not chasing the kills, because those players can just heal right back up. That's a new dynamic in Call of Duty that maybe, you know, a lot of players might have to get used to a little bit, because I think I was seeing a lot of people complain that healing is just too fast.
Well, I'm going to watch this one from Skilios' point of view. His teammate Noobs actually picks up the first kill onto God Eclipse, so 2v1 situation now. Looks like God Eclipse is just playing this angle, just trying to into position here to try and maybe pick off this last player. You can see his teammates looking for him, but there's actually Noobs who's at the bottom of the map here. Almond's going to be caught in crosshairs here. He's been spotted now by Skiliosis. All he's got to do is hard aim this. Almond does manage to slide back across, comes back for the challenge, but he's going to be weak. Here comes the challenge. Should clean this one up pretty comfortably. Skiliosis comes in to help him out as well, and another solid round there from Noobs and Skiliosis. Good teamwork once they got that information where that final player was, to make sure they both challenged and didn't let him get into a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, wonderful movement. I mean, you basically saw the timing. The whole time he had his teammate in his view, and he was basically just matching his steps. Whenever he backed up, he pushed. Whenever his teammate was pushing in, he backed up. And then as soon as they were both at a good angle, they both pushed in to secure the kill. It's exactly what you want to see in this game type. Great tag right there, putting down some shots. Going to check the other angle. One does get picked up. This is a good situation for them.
Yeah, this could be the first round on the board here if they play this one right. Noobs is going to be caught down low at the moment. You can see Almond's just pre-aiming at the moment. If Noobs comes around this corner, he's going to be spotted. Good patience here. Should be an easy kill there if he hits his shots, and he does finish that one off. Noobs gets taken down. And a round on the board here for Nut and the Kid, as we're tied up at 1-1.
Mr. Almond here going to be able to listen to his teammate effectively. Communication is pretty much everything when it comes to any type of team. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. 2-1 here. This is a very even matchup.
Yeah, it is an even matchup, and Skiliosis and the crew have started off pretty hot here, and Nate does go in here from Almond. Gonna be jumping back up. Not sure if you spotted that player. Does get the melee off. Can they get the trade? God Eclipse in position to get that trade, and that is so important, Alex. in these
One
2v2s.
hostile remains.
Man, that movement right there, that was just slick. Jumping up there and getting back up to the railing, jumping in, getting some shots in, and getting the beat down. Very big plays out of him.
Skiliosis has been spotted here. Skiliosis has no chance. He was pre-aiming a corner and got a clips, comes in and manages to get the easy kill there to tie up this game now at 2-2. Had the bomb in hand there, Skiliosis. Not sure if he maybe got a call out of where that player was. You can see him just maybe pre-aiming over the corner. Not sure what was going on, but managed to it was a pretty comfortable kill there. And that round, before you know it, disappears.
Yeah, and he didn't even have time to move. I mean, he immediately got melted while he was standing there. I think he was checking out the window. He wasn't watching the stairs. Just jumping down those stairs like that really worked out in his favor. That was a big play. Seeing these players trying to play sneaky here, flanking each other, walking around, trying to evade and pretty much use as much teamwork as possible here. You see that player bunny hopping around right there. That is the name of the game, jumping around and SMGing.
Here we go. Bomb is going to be going down on the B site here from God Eclipse. We'll manage to get the plant away and manages to get away. So it's still a 2v2 situation, but with that bomb down, it's going to give the blue team that advantage. Red team going to be forced to check both bomb sites here. God Eclipse just playing this one slowly. You can see on the mini-map here that both the red players are on that B site and all the information is going to be given away now. God Eclipse backs away smartly, plays his life, maybe looking for his teammate to get a pick. Allman does get that pick, and now it's a 2v1. This should be the round, and God Eclipse is playing this one beautifully, just peeking out, making sure that he doesn't dive, making sure he's checking that bomb site so they can't get the defuse, and bar a miracle here or something going badly, this one is another round going to the blue team.
Yeah, and he basically was just letting Allman do all the work right there, and it was smart too, very intelligent play. Basically, it was like a perfect dance. They were just, he was making sure that he wasn't poking out too much, and he was definitely making sure that he wanted to stay alive and play defense, making sure to protect himself at the same time. That was excellent angles that he was grabbing, just all around, just the perfect 2v2 setup that he needed, as long as Almond was, doing the trick and hitting his shots.
Yeah, it's always difficult when the player who's trying to defuse the bomb as well, he knows that player's there, he knows that he has to put himself in a position to defuse that bomb without exposing himself, or maybe re-challenge that kill. And just by poking out, it just puts enough doubt in your mind to distract him, allowing your teammate to come in and get that easy cleanup. But 2v2 situation here at the start. No early pick here for either team. It looks like God Eclipse is going to be playing quite a far away here from Almond. And you can see they're playing for that bomb maybe to be planted and then look to retake a bomb site. But Eclipse does actually get that first kill there with the SMG. Now Skiliosis is in a 1v2 situation. So let's go over and watch him, see if he can make a play.
Now, I don't think that we've seen a 2v1 yet so far in this matchup, have we?
There's an opportunity here. He does get one, and now if he can stay alive, uses that stim to get that health back. Almond does slide. Now it's going to be a difficult angle to fight this battle for Almond. Almost gets peeled off of that head glitch. Does get damage taken down, and he does manage to take him down just in time as that frag grenade came in. Skiliosis manages to clutch the 2v1 there to keep his team in it.
That was big. As soon as I said it, I basically caster cursed the other team. Man was making some plays. Look at those shots. Those were perfect.
Certainly gave him a haircut. Peeled him off that head glitch. That keeps it within one round here for between these two teams. We've said how tightly contested this has been. It's a reminder that the guys in blue at the moment, they won that first map in this best of 3, so they've only got to win this map to find themselves in our grand final and guarantee themselves at least $500. But God Eclipse now. He's thinking about getting that money, and Skiliosis is going to actually trade that one out. So let's go on board with God Eclipse. 1v1 situation.
See, in the military, they would say you got to check your corner right there. That corner is a big one, being able to stay down there at the bottom of the steps. Ooh, just narrowly missing death right there. Also able to tag him as well. Playing super slippery right now and aggressive. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
So popping over to Skiliosis here. See what he can do. He looks like he's just setting up in this corner, maybe waiting for a play, waiting for that bomb to go down.
Fight like you've got a pair.
Knows that he's got time to play with. Popping back over to God Eclipse now, who looks like he's moving towards this B bomb site, and Skiliosis is in position here. This is going to be a big battle. God Eclipse doesn't know that Skiliosis is above him. As he Bomb's going to go down. He checks the bomb site at the right time, and Skiliosis clutches up. Great positioning from him. Great awareness just to check that bomb as it was going down, and that's going to tie this game up at 4-4.
Yeah, both these teams at the top of their game right now, regardless of the fact that there's been a lot of technical issues. They're keeping their heads in their game. They're staying focused, and that is definitely something I like to see in a competitive match.
So in round 11 in our first game, tied up at 4-4 here. Bomb carrier does get tagged up there. Omen now, oh, almost just the timing, just slid past that door as a player was coming in to challenge him. Omen now moving to the outskirts of the map. Looks like he's going to be going on a full flank here, so it's up to his teammates to stay alive and for as long as he can allow this to be effective. But Godaclips takes things into his own hand. Now it's going to be that easy trade and great plays. We have to give a shout out to Godaclips for the plays that he made there.
We're not done yet.
They managed to get the 2 kills, and now they are 1 round away from booking themselves into our grand final.
Winning that individual battle and then getting that player down weak enough to where it only took a few shots, not even a few, just 1 bullet from Almond. That's exactly what you want to see. That's how you play this game type. This is going to possibly do it. We are very close to seeing these players advance into the tournament. We've got some nice action going on here. See if they can clutch up.
Almond manages to get the first kill, and that's going to be huge. And now we have to go over to Skiliosis. Sorry, not Skiliosis, Noobs. It was Skiliosis who was taken down. He's got a 1v2 situation here. A 1v2 clutch to keep his team in this. We'll find Almond, but Almond manages to win the battle, takes down Noobs. And that is going to guarantee him and his teammate a path to our grand finals. Almond had the opportunity there to maybe make a play, but great plays there from Almond to close things out and put his team in the final.
Yeah, the guy was just playing exceptional pretty much both maps. He was making plays all over the place. It did come down to a few individual battles that probably should have gone in the favor of the other team, but hey, one man's choke is another man's clutch.
Very, very true. So a 2-0 victory it is going to be for Nut and the Kid, and they will find our way into our grand finals, I believe. So they've got at least $500 in the pocket, which is not bad, as we previously said, for an evening's work. Of course, second place will be taking $500, but they're going to have their eyes on doubling their money here in our finals with $1,000, of course, on the line, Alex.
Yeah, no reason to have anything but first in your line of sights. Just being complacent with second, it should never be on a competitor's mind. I think I just watched a, let's see, it was a clip from the Tetris tournament yesterday, and they were interviewing the winner of the World Championship Tetris tournament, and the guy said, I just came here to qualify. Like, he didn't even expect to be, like, in a semifinal or a final, much less win the entire World Championship. So you've always got to keep the win on your mind. So second place, not going to happen. It's not good enough. Got to take home the bacon, $1,000.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know, the second semifinal will be coming up. It's going to be Stana versus Onyx Zap. So we're going to take a very, very quick break now to prepare our second semifinal. But we'll be back very, very soon. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And welcome back, everybody, to the Beyond COD S&D 2v2 tournament powered by Team Beyond. And, of course, the wonderful people over at ASTRO Gaming. My name is Onset, and I'm joined once again by 99. And it's time for our second semi-final now, 90. And we had a round 11 already, but it was a 2-0 sweep eventually in our first semi-final. So now we're finding out who will be the competitors for Nut. And I've forgotten the team name already. What is it?
The
oh
kid.
My word, Nut and the Kid. Sorry, Nut and the Kid.
How could you forget the Kid,
know,
man?
Sorry, man. I was too involved with the Nut. Nut and the Kid obviously managed to book their place into our grand finals, and it'll be one of these two teams now who will be looking to join them and battling it out for that $1,000 prize.
Well, if it's anything like what we saw last match, is basically we saw no hesitation coming out of these guys at all. And it was funny to see that too, because usually you'll see a little discouragement. You'll see players second guessing themselves when things go wrong. And what was going wrong was obviously them getting kicked out of games, the games just not going the way they had hoped. And that's going to really take any type of momentum that they gained and just drag it down to zero. Basically them getting iced over and over and over. And for us to see the high level of play stay so consistent, that was really great. I mean, that just shows that we have some very talented young players here today, and going to a round 11, always exciting, and hopefully we get to see the same out of this match.
Yeah, you always love round 11s, and in Search and Destroy, it's so interesting how the mentality of two players will change. You saw like really aggressive play in the first 10 rounds from both teams, looking to pick up the early. early kills, force engagements nice and early, and that round 11 just slowed down completely, as you would imagine it would with obviously the entire game on the line. But just to let you know, Quavo Steve, no relation to Quavo Kenny. I mean, I'm going to throw it out there. I don't know that if that's true.
Yeah,
if that's
you don't know.
Or if I've just literally, completely destroyed someone's family tree. But
yeah, it's his cousin, man. What the heck?
Yeah, fair play, fair play. But I mean, let's talk about these semifinals. These guys have obviously got to come a long way through the brackets. I mean, at what point do you start to get a little bit nervous, Nate? Do you think it is that semifinals where you start thinking about winning that money?
No, honestly, I think the nerves are going to be across the board for players that truly want to win. They're pretty much going to keep that intensity, and it's not so much like, oh, nerves. Like I don't want to lose. It's nerves. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to play the best I can possibly play because I'm passionate about this game. What we just saw last match was Almond and his teammate were World War II champs in our Beyond tournament. So they're on different teams. They weren't on the same team, but they've won tournaments before. So they probably had nerves throughout the whole thing. But they've been there before. They've been in the finals. They've won the money. And when money's on the line, there's always going to be that extra bit of adrenaline. But they can handle it.
It's very, very true. And a little reminder to everyone at home at the moment is you can see the bracket on your screen at the moment, just while we get our second semi-final set up and ready to go. That you guys at home, if you haven't got your hands on Black Ops 4 at the moment, that the great guys over at Beyond and ASTRO Gaming are giving away a copy at the end of this stream to one lucky viewer. So make sure that if you've got a friend who maybe doesn't have his hands on Black Ops 4 yet, or you just want to get another copy because you're greedy and you want to stick it on eBay or something because you're one of those kind of people, then of course just keep watching and keep being active in the chat, and you're in with a chance to pick up a copy of Black Ops 4. But I'm not gonna lie, Nighty, like where it is right now. Obviously, I'm from the UK. You can probably tell by the accent. I mean, probably a few people will say he's Australian.
Really,
it's 4:17 a.m. right, and I've been up since 7 a.m. And
oh Lord,
I'm probably going to play Black Ops after I finish commentating this tournament. I mean, that's how much I'm enjoying this game.
You're an absolute psycho. I just want to let you know that. But yeah, that's great.
I mean, it's not healthy, and this is one of these "don't try this at home" kind of moments. Another wrestling reference, but yeah,
I didn't get that one. Darn it.
It's like from the Attitude Era, man. From the Attitude Era.
Oh, dang.
Don't try this at home, where they used to look down the camera like super serious and be like, ooh, don't try this at home. Like, don't hit someone with a steel chair. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to. I'll probably get arrested.
It's just so fun.
What? We'll leave that. But
wait.
We'll put that to the side. But looking forward to getting into this one. Very much looking forward to getting into this one. Of course, if you are watching the stream at the moment, do us a favor. Open up Twitter. Open up Bebo. Open up MySpace. Whatever you got to do. Tweet the stream. Let's get some people in here and let people know that obviously this S&D tournament is going on. So if you can do that for us, then I'll love you forever. But it looks like we're loading into our first map now. It's of course going to be Crash and Seraph going up against their opposition and looking to do some damage here, Alex.
Yeah, definitely starting this one off. You are going to get an idea of what the team you're playing against is all about. Like, maybe they've played against them before, maybe they've scrimmaged against them, maybe they're friends. But also, there's a good chance that they've never played these guys, especially in this type of setting, in a big tournament with $1,000, guaranteed 500 if they win this match. So this is a new scenario. You want to make sure you get as much information about the team that you're playing against in the early rounds as possible. That way you can set yourself up for a win.
Well, I'm starting this one off with Quavo Steve. Let's see what he can do at the start of this one. Looks like he's been backing up to his spawn. Didn't see any information on mid there around the statue. So repositions himself at the top window. Just trying to look for some information. Obviously going to be communicating with his teammate who's looking towards the B side of the map. And much more passive play from what we saw in our first game here. Now he's going to maybe group up with his teammate here. Maybe look to make a push onto this B bomb site. Get this bomb down because they haven't seen too much information at the moment, which means their opposition are probably playing a little bit passive as well. So if they can get this bomb down, at least they can potentially force some engagements. And here comes the first engagement. Quavo Steve trying to finish it off, and he does manage to get the kill as his teammate comes in to help him out in the last second as well.
Yeah, fantastic shots out of Steve. Now going to try to engage with the next one. He's got his teammate with him, though, so that player's going to back down. But he does come in. He's going to back off and just bait out the bomb pretty much with his teammate. I love what they're doing right now. They're not giving that player any options. They're really forcing him to make a play.
Yeah, it's going to have to be pretty much a full flank here, but... 2 entrances going to be watched pretty comfortably, and it is that full flank. Let's go over to Paul and see what he's doing. The full flank does come in. He doesn't manage to finish the kill, and it's going to be Quavo Steve who manages to finish the kill himself, and that's going to be a comfortable round win there after that initial pick. Good surgical search and destroy there from the two.
Now Quavo Steve picking up the best play of the match here, or the round. Sorry, Quavo Steve. What do you think? Do you think that's Kenny's father?
Yeah, man, I don't want to speculate, but he's playing some good Call of Duty at the moment, and you know, it might well be. It might well be.
Well, he is a Team Beyond champion. He won in World War II as well, so he's definitely going to be performing under pressure.
He's going to be in a good position here with his teammate because his teammate's got this SMG out here in this close quarter battles, and it looks like they're favoring the B site at the moment through the winery, favoring those close quarter battles. And Tantrix, I'm going to go with. Tantrix is what I'm going with. Tantrix. Apologies if he's watching at the moment. You know, the lack of Val does make it difficult for me, but now he's set up to watch this A site, making sure that nobody's going to be pushing through.
Charge is set.
Onyx WC, he's got the work to do here, and he has managed to at least get the bomb down, and now he's going to have himself in a 2v1 situation. But the way that Tantrix and Quavo Steve were surgical in their execution in the first map, you wouldn't be surprised to see them close this one out, and it's Quavo Steve who hits his shots. That's going to be comfortable amount of time left for him to get that defuse.
Yeah, and from what I'm seeing out of Steve, he is just a laser shooter. I mean, the guy is really beaming with that thing. He, so far, hasn't missed a shot while he's been on the screen, and he knows when to get up close and personal. Obviously, we saw him with the melee. He is back at the best play of the game right now. We're going to see him land those shots, and like I was saying, he keeps it nice and steady and then adjusts and makes sure to correct his aim when he needed to. I like that out of him right there. Very, very basic play. It was 2v1, so there wasn't much pressure on him to miss, but I'm liking so far Quavo Steve's chances. It looks like he is a fantastic player. He's going to play super aggressive here.
Yeah, he managed to take that player down to almost no health. He's managed to get it back now. Quavo Steve's staying alive. Tantrix is who I'm on board with, though. He's trying to push some engagements through the middle of the maps. He's West Onyx. Onyx, though, manages to stay alive in that window. Now you're going to see the aggressive push coming. That should be an easy kill, but no, manages to get away there, Paul. Now Tantrix in a position to wait for his teammates to come and deal some damage. Should be able to get this trade pretty comfortably. Does do so. Now it's a 1v1 situation, but you got to watch your 6 because there is a player behind you, and that's going to be Onyx who comes in and manages to clean that one up, and that's going to be the first round on the board now, as Miles Ross would say to the gentleman in the red trucks.
And that was a needed win to get themselves back into this game, because I mean, teams can really just ride the wave all the way and take off, get a huge lead. You don't want that in the beginning of a match on the first map. It just would not be good. But right now, we're staying pretty even. Liking what I'm seeing right now out of both teams. I think, you know, they're starting to learn how each other plays, and now it's going to start to maybe speed up a little bit.
Tantrix decides to back down here. He's going to move towards this B site a little bit. Make sure that nobody's flanking through. Skipping over a little bit here. Onyx sat up in this top window. And it looks like Paul's going to be pushing in here. Neither team actually going to be being too aggressive, but somehow Paul manages to get that kill up in the top window. It looks like Quavo Steve had that window pre-aimed, so a big win there on that window, and now opportunity drops down on this player, and that's going to be beautiful stuff. Onyx got the call out from his teammate, managed to drop out the window, clean that one up, and now we're tied up at 2-2.
Gosh, and you love the timing right there too. He was just waiting for maybe to hear anything, and then he heard the communication from his teammate and immediately popped out when he needed to. That's exactly what you want to see out of successful teams in this game.
Bait and switch him, baby. Bait and switch him. And now I'm on board with Tantrix. They're on offense now. Got to get that bomb down. And they have favored this B bomb site when they have been on offense. So looks like they're going to push through to this B bomb site again through the winery. Let's see if they can make what has been successful so far successful again.
All right, pushing in nice and aggressive, timing it with his teammate, jumping out at the same time. I like what I was seeing right there. He slowed down when he noticed he was a little bit ahead of his teammate, watching the mini-map. If you look at the mini-map, the other team is across the way. They are rotating now. They are going to meet them at the door together. One player is watching a flank. Both watching flanks now, so they are apart. One goes down.
Yeah, and now it's going to be a 1v1 situation. The kill is traded out, and oh, squeezes the buttocks and manages to get away. Tantrix just about manages to stay alive. Took a lot of bullets there, but it's going to be coming back around the corner to finish off the call. The kill, sorry. Paul manages to get the kill. He's got enough time to get that defused pretty comfortably as well. Paul clutches up, and it's going to be the Red Boys who manage to take a round lead now. They go up 3-2.
Yeah, and that was big, being able to push up like that onto the point, making sure that he was pushing the bomb arm aggressively, not really second-guessing himself at all, just moving in. He knew that that player had healed up, but he did not care. He just kept moving forward, even though that player knew exactly where he was coming from. Sometimes if you're a little bit faster and more aggressive and more confident, it doesn't matter what play you're making, you're going to come out on top.
All right, let's watch some Paul POV now, because he's been doing some good work at the moment. He's currently 4-3.
Hopefully we did not curse him.
Well, hopefully we did.
Whoa,
He's going to be playing this one nice and slowly at the moment. Both teams playing this one nice and slowly. I think he's aware that Tantrix and Steve like to play that B bomb site. You can see on the mini-map that both players are sort of set up. One's watching the A site, one watching the B site, and it's up to the Red Boys to make a move here. However, Steve is going to be in a perfect position to watch that pop push through mid now. The bomb's going to be down. Luckily, Onyx in a position to pick that bomb up pretty quickly. Does get the stim away. If he can get around the corner, he might give himself a chance to win this round. Manages to get away somehow there, and he's going to be maybe in a position to get this bomb down as well.
Yeah, he's going to stick this bomb right now and try to get away as fast as possible and bait it, but it just was not fast enough.
Defuse will come in pretty comfortably there. Good job from Tantrix to check that bomb and rotate nicely. Gets the defuse, and now we're going to be tied up at 3-3. That first pick, though, from Steven mid, that was the big play of that one.
Yeah, picks and trades, basically the name of the game so far. It's basically why we haven't seen any snipes in play. You're wanting to be extremely mobile because of how fast people can heal up and immediately double back on you. So having those SMGs in the close quarters where the bomb can be armed is going to be essential. Making sure you're moving with your teammate at all times. Sitting back with a snipe just ain't necessarily going to do it. I mean, if you can grab that first blood and you're confident in it, you know, by all means try it out. But it's probably the best bet if you can just do what these players have been doing so far, all tied up. These guys are pretty even as well so far from what I'm seeing. All four members of this game can pretty much clutch up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Tantrix and Steve play this one. They've managed to get that B bomb site pretty much uncontested again, but they have changed up their post-plant positions a little bit, and Steve is going to get a pick there. So 2v1 situation. This should, if they play this one nicely, they communicate well, be around, but no! The first pick comes in, but Quavo Steve is in position to get the trade. Paul managed to get one kill down to give himself a chance in the 1v1, but Steve, his positioning was good enough to make sure that he got that trade and puts his team up by 1.
I love what he did right here. Just watch him. He's just sitting on this wall. Both players are watching each door. They're watching each other's door, and the reaction time of Steve right there to just immediately turn around was perfect. I really like their setup that they had there. It's just simple, but it works.
Let's go on board with the guys who are on offense then. Let's see what Onyx is doing. He's got the bomb in hand. And it's going to be another slow start here. It seems like when the guys in red are on offense, they play it a little bit slower. Obviously with the first kill though, but big trade now, 1v1.
These are always what we like to see.
He's not going to check his corners though, and that's going to cost him.
Gotta check it. That's something that we always say in the Halo community. You gotta check the spawns, but man, in COD so far, from what I see, you have got to check your corners. If you don't check your corners, you are going to pass up on an easy play. Just doing a slight little peek and checking your corner can't take, you know, too long. I mean, especially when you know that the bomb is armed. Why not?
Tantrix is going to be the bomb carrier there. And him and his teammate They're only 1 round away now from taking map number 1. Been pretty aggressive on the B side so far, and it looks like no different here. They're pushing up mid, and they're getting aggressive on this player here who's set up. That should be an easy pick there. Tantrix getting aggressive, and this is the thing. You've got to think, if you're on the other side of this and you're on a round away from losing this map number 1, you're going to be thinking you don't want someone to be flying at you, and that's exactly what they do. Tantrix now is going to spot the other player, give that information to his teammate, and stay alive. They keep the 2v1 situation, and bar a big play coming in here from Paul. This could be round over. So let's watch Paul and let's see how he plays this one.
I love the decision making there out of Tantrix to just run away, not even putting a shot in. He just wanted to heal up as fast as possible. As soon as he learned the player wasn't going against him, it was extremely intelligent. Great teamwork out of both players. There wasn't much that one player could do. It was just exceptional COD being played. Tantrix, very nice job out of him.
Yeah, especially with the SMG in hand, it was always going to be difficult for Paul to clutch that situation. Wasn't in a position to maybe pick off a player that he saw in the distance, and that is going to be, of course, the first map going to the guys in blue. So looks like Steve's looking to get into that final, and if he does, of course, these two players, then they'll have the battle of the previous tournament winners back on World War II. Of course, Steve with the previous win as well, and I believe it was Almond in the previous semi-final as well, who's also got a win. So always bragging rights as well as the money to go, and add another win to your resume is definitely nothing to scoff at.
Oh yeah, being on the leaderboard of the Team Beyond tournaments, we're going to probably have a lot more of these. If they're going so smoother than maybe, but so far it just has a lot of action, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. But you want to make sure that you guys are tuning into these, because Black Ops 4 is just going to explode. I'm loving everything about it. I've pretty much just been playing nothing else.
It's very, very true, and this is always good to be watching these kind of high-caliber players as well, especially if you're just getting into Call of Duty as well. You're looking into the competitive side of things. You want to know what guns to be using, what positions to find yourself in, how to play S&D, how to play certain situations, how to milk that clock. It's a great opportunity for people to learn, and of course, if you want to get involved in these tournaments, all you got to do, head over to teambeyond.net and get signed up. It's completely free to enter. You've got a chance to play against some of these high caliber opponents, and also win some money. So if you want to improve your game, if you want to put yourself in a position to learn, there's no better way to do it than playing against some of the best.
All right, now going into map number 2, it's going to be Summit, and pretty much going to see, hopefully what we were seeing last game is, the plays that were very important, watching each other's angles, making sure that you're moving together. And there's going to be a little switch up of the weapons you see there. But also, I would like to see a little bit more aggression coming out of a few players. It looked like they were just kind of letting Tantrix and them just kind of make better plays faster. When you see that happening, you've got to mimic that. You've got to match that. You can't just let it happen to you. You've got to play your own game, but you've also got to speed things up.
Yeah, bomb immediately down here for the guys in blue, so that's going to give them an advantage. It's going to force the guys in red to engage, and Quavo Steve's going to get the first kill. Onyx does manage to trade it out, so a 1v1 situation now.
It's all on you.
You can see Tantrix checking that bomb site, and he's going to catch Onyx off guard there. Not quite sure why Onyx put himself in that position. Maybe trying to hunt down that kill. Maybe could have played that one a little bit slower, just backed off from that bomb site, because...
Well, it just seemed like that is a very open area. Like, no matter what angle Tantrix was going to be coming from, he could possibly see him. So he wanted to get out of there as soon as possible and maybe get a different route into the bomb area and do exactly what he thought Tantrix was going to do to him. But he just didn't do it fast enough.
Well, I'll go on board with Onyx for this round number 2. He's the bomb carrier. Quavo Steve again with the first blood, though.
Bring this home.
Creates a 2v1 situation, but it looks like Onyx might potentially have a bit of a flank on here, but he's going to catch one player off guard. Makes it 1v1. Tantrix is there. Quavo Steve is in position to try and trade that one out, but doesn't manage to get the trade, so we're still in a 1v1, and Onyx now has a chance to tie this one up if he can get the jump on Steve.
Excellent movement so far right now. We're seeing these players just move around each other, trying to outplay, outthink, try to out-strategize, try to see where each other's flanking from.
What's up, Steve? Onyx manages to take him down with the SMG up close and personal, and that is going to be a 2v1 clutch there. And he manages to tie up the game now when it's Onyx with the big plays, with the clutch moments. He keeps his team tied up at 1-1.
Sometimes that's all it takes. You just got to slow things down in your mind. Don't get too hectic and just clutch it up the old-fashioned way, you know, just camp in a corner.
Let's go on board with the guy who just pulled out a big play then. Let's go on board with Onyx and see if he can pull out another big play. On defense now. Tantrix is the bomb carrier here. Looks like he's going to be playing this one nice and slowly, just waiting for any information. He's going to actually get the jump onto Tantrix. Tantrix drops right into his crosshairs. And now a 2v1 situation. Here comes his teammate as well. Quavo Steve manages to get the kill.
One hostile remains.
Paul doesn't manage to get the trade, though. Puts himself in a great position to finish that one off. Quavo Steve managed to almost get away. But again, that opening pick there, that was what it was all about.
Yeah, definitely playing it smart, just watching the bomb arm. And then this play, making sure he didn't hesitate whatsoever and barely picked that player around the corner. Excellent plays coming out of both of them. That's really what you like to see. And great communication as well. That whole time they were communicating and letting each other know what was going on. Because sometimes, you know, it's not all about locations. It's not about letting your teammate know where the other team is.
Oh, and Onyx manages to pick up back-to-back kills there to put his team into the lead now. And the guys in red are starting to roll a little bit, up 3-1. And he managed to get he almost managed to flank, I believe it was Steve, almost immediately in that one. You can see it here. Steve had no idea he was there. His teammate wasn't in a position to cover him well enough and then falls out of the sky straight into Onyx's point of view. That's going to be an easy double there for him, and that's going to be a round going to him.
Yeah, what a great two-piece right there. Great awareness, just jumping out, pretty much praying that that player wasn't going to stay up there and try to get the better angle. That player dropping really sealed his fate.
Here we go, the aggression coming in here. Tantrix manages to get the trade, and that was where the success was coming for Tantrix to see. When they were getting aggressive on these bomb sites, looking for those trades early on. But now we're in a 1v1 situation. Tantrix does have the bomb in hand. Not sure that he spotted Steve. Sorry, not sure that he spotted Paul. Apologies. Initially there. Maddox in hand, so he can fight these battles at range. It's going to be Paul versus Tantrix, and Paul manages to win that battle. And guys in red are playing beautifully here. They're up 4-1, now just 2 rounds away from tying things up.
Yeah, this is a very strong map for them. They are doing exceptionally well. You saw there that he was on the, you know, at the top where you could barely just see his head. That's exactly what you want to do pretty much from any angle in this game. And I feel like even though you have the height advantage when you're coming down the stairs, it really doesn't matter.
So let's go on board with the bomb carrier here. Onyx's teammate is going to be taken down by Steve, though. And when Steve has got those first bloods, it has turned into round wins generally. Tantrix is going to be spotted, but check your windows. Because Quavo Steve is coming back around that corner and picking up 2 kills of his own. He's going to clean things up. Get his team back on the board. And as I said, when Steve seems to get that first blood, things seem to work for him and his teammate.
Yeah, missing a few shots there. That player was kind of diving underneath that machine there, but doubled back and gave him the kill there. Good job correcting it and getting the kill. Sometimes your aim can get a little crazy, but as long as you correct it and just calm yourself, you'll be fine. Now, I like the aggression coming out of them. Look at this. Both pushing together. He's going to call that they're both behind him, and he gets taken out.
Yeah, Steve gets taken out. Now we're in a 1v1 situation. Bomb is down on that B site, so you have to say the advantage with Onyx, but Onyx is getting peeled off of that head glitch. Comes back for the challenge aggressively, and with the SMG, managed to take down Quavo Steve, and that's what confidence can do to you. Say if they don't win those previous rounds where they got a couple of clean sweeps, I'm not sure that Onyx challenges that quite so aggressively, but he was feeling it, and he managed to make it count as well, taking down Steve.
Yeah, and that's exactly what momentum is. Like, it's pretty much the same for anything, really. Any type of competitive thing. I was playing pool the other night, and once you hit that one shot, your next shot is twice as easy because you just go in and you just keep knocking them down, and that's exactly what these players are doing. They're gaining that momentum with the confidence of every kill.
Onyx manages to get the first kill. Pool gets the second one. We're going to a game 3 here because the red team, I mean, they were clinical there on Summit. They were really, really impressive. It seems like it was when they gave their opponents a little taste of their own medicine and they got a little bit aggressive themselves that they had a lot of success.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't know if it was so much that the map was the big thing, if it was just a better map for them overall, or if it was exactly what you said, them matching the play style, them, you know, going head-to-head, jumping out and contesting those individual battles that are so, so important to win.
So then game 3, Alex, this is what we wanted. We had a round 11 in our first game. We've got a game 3 here between these two teams. Where's your money? That's what I love asking you. Where's your money? Who's winning this one?
Well, I just got done talking about momentum, so I'd have to be crazy not to go with Onyx. Onyx has just been playing well, got the best play of the last round there. My money is definitely on his team.
I think it's set up beautifully here, to be honest. I think if Steven Tantrix can have a little bit of a break here, maybe they rest their opponents a little bit, have a little bit of a talk about things, then I mean, they might have an opportunity. But I think it's going to be interesting, especially the first few rounds here, because I think Steve and Tantrix had their success when they were being aggressive, and then Paul and Onyx had their success when they were being aggressive. So I'm feeling a few quick early rounds in this map number 3.
Well, you definitely have your money on the winner. He did win a World War II tournament.
My money on the winners.
That's right. So I've got the underdog.
Well, map number 3 is going to be a throwback that we're all going to be very excited about. Of course, it's Slums coming back. I mean, how many times have you peeled someone off statue on this? It's a beautiful feeling. It's one that you'll never get bored of, and we're back.
I'm glad you think so highly of me because I never have done that. I'm always that guy running in, just getting the hard point with the SMG out, and I loved it. That's my job. I do that.
I used to just sit back with my AR. Go plus 20 and lose. You know me.
You're that guy. You're that guy.
I've always been that guy. Ask me what my KD is, not my win-loss ratio. Anyway, map number 3. Tied up 1-1, excuse me, between these two teams. Who do you want to start this one off with, Alex?
I guess we got to go with your winner. We got Steve. You know, he's got the ice in the veins. We know what he's capable of. Let's see if he can execute it.
It looks like we've had a little bit of a full start here, unfortunately. So, this player looks like maybe the game gave up, or I'm trying to come up with a better reason for the game ending here.
Honestly,
we'll blame it on global politics or something like that. Geopolitical reasons. Unfortunately, that we're going to have to restart this game, but we can't.
Cheers to the Brexit. Cheers to the Brexit.
Cheers, Brexit. Brexit is the reason.
So, basically, my history of gaming online has always been like I've played on like DSL, you know, pretty slow web speeds, and so when I'd play in like online tournaments and stuff, I'd get real frustrated. And for one, you know, this was kind of one of those reasons, right? You'd always drop out of games, and it just was really tiresome. You know, you just wanted to get on and play. But I feel like sometimes that's what the battle is when you're getting online, is basically who has the stronger connection, who can stay in the game longer. But so far, it looks like some players are losing at that.
I think it might be the wrong map. So I'm just looking at the Twitch chat now. It's going to be Arsenal, which I'm always happy to talk about, by the way. Shout out to any Arsenal fans who might be watching right now. Probably none, but we did manage to be.
Oh, it wasn't a connection issue. So my rant was totally. Oh, well, whoops.
Hey man, you can put that one on a shelf, and we'll pull it back out for when there is a connection issue. It's fine. You got your rehearsal win. Now when the real thing, you ready?
Oh man, let's talk about this map though. I was just telling you before the show. This is definitely one of my favorite maps right now. It's just simple. It's bare bones Call of Duty. You got 3 main lanes. You've got the mid. It's got 2 tiers to it. You've got the sides. It's easy. Very, very simple Call of Duty. And it's just a really good design, I feel like. Both sides are, you know, symmetrical. It's just an easy map to remember, and you can just run at the other team and I think it opens up for a lot of different possibilities as far as 5v5 is concerned, but I'm interested to see how 2v2 works out.
Here we go then. I'm starting off with Tantrix. He's going to be the bomb carrier here for his team. And I'm looking at Steve as well in this. Every time that you see Steve pick up a few first bloods, it has worked out well for his team. And looks like both players are going to be pushing aggressively towards mid here, maybe looking for a pick early on and then deciding on a bomb site afterwards. But aggressive play again from Tantrix here. But a lot of audio cues on this map as well, you can see. Deciding to shoot down that door to make sure it opens, and now he's actually going to get taken down. That leaves his teammate Steve in a difficult position. And slow, methodical play there coming in from Paul, his teammate, and that is what won that battle.
Yeah, and that is a tough battle, you know, through the door right there. That's definitely a dance that you got to get used to when you're playing Call of Duty. And it's a very good win to win. You're always going to feel good to win that one out. But I like what I'm seeing. These players are playing super aggressive now, especially with all the marbles on the line right now. This is for a guaranteed $500.
Well, I'm on board with Onyx here. He's going to be pushing towards the A site. Actually backs up here. Didn't spot anything straight away. So going to move back and maybe group up with his teammate. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're both moving now towards the B bomb site. Both just looking for information at the moment. Neither team has spotted each other. Now he's watching towards glass. Might be a play here that he can catch off guard, but no. Tantrix manages to just get away around that corner before anything could happen. Now they're getting aggressive on this B site. And that should be a bomb plant here. But Steve and Tantrix, looks like they know exactly what's going on.
Bomb active.
Yep, playing this one smart. Still both alive. 2-on-2 here. This is going to be the fight.
Big win from Onyx. Now he's going to get the second one as well. Aggressively pushes and gets the trade as well on Tantrix. That's the aggression we've seen from Onyx that's been effective. And once again, it has been effective here in this game number 3.
Now, I like what I saw right there. You know, some players might have the habit in Black Ops 4 of backing down immediately and going through the heal, but also you got to keep in mind that you need to have, you know, in the back of your mind that you need to jump out and help your teammate as well, because one split second of you backing down and not being in the fight could change the outcome dramatically. So he immediately jumped in and put damage on the next player. Even though he got that death, they did get the trade. That is very, very important.
So I'm watching Tantrix from that now, and him and his teammate, they're going to repeat the dosage of what was just done to them. They're pushing aggressively on the B site. Bomb is going to go down here without too much contention. Now it's all about post-plant positioning. Can they cut off some of these angles? There's multiple angles into bomb sites, so it's all about process of elimination here. Try and cover as many angles as you can, and Tantrix now, he's going to be watching the flank. Almost disappears from the map, but manages to just about stay alive. Now he's watching the flank. Teammates watching the front. Now Steve's called out where his two opponents are. They're going to be pushing the bomb site. They don't get the kill. Steve manages to get one, though. Another hot challenge coming in. Steve should be able to get the second kill. And after getting that bomb down, they managed to close it out. Steve with both kills, but good job from his teammate there, putting down a lot of damage.
Yeah, and playing the objective in the middle of that chaos. Very, very good job out of these players. Steve landing his shots when he needed to. Quick heal, jumping right back out and landing the finishing blow. I like what I'm seeing out of Steve right now. Hey, you put your money on maybe the right guy here.
Told you, I only back a winner. That's why I've never put money on you, Alex.
Oh, man, you're just...
You gotta let me have it, man. It's late here. Anyway, there's gonna be. I'm gonna watch some Paul right now. See what he's doing. He's sat up in the window, looking over the planters towards the A site. Him and Quavo Steve are having a little bit of a Mexican standoff at the moment. Now his teammates coming in. Looks like they are gonna make a push towards this A site. Tantrix is gonna be rotating as well, so no kills picked up, and that looks like the calls now come in to rotate back to B. So a little bit of change up in things here. Means they can get up close and personal. ICR in hand here for Paul as well, so he's going to be in position to maybe pick off some battles at distance as he sees those players coming around the corner.
Checking flanks. Very smart right there, just making sure back and forth, looking at the doorways. Really smart. Watching his teammate right now, but he did see that one player. He's got the info. He knows exactly where that player is. That player knows where he is. This is a big, big fight.
Leaves that bomb down. Quavo Steve here in a position if Paul can check his corners. Steve, it's a big 1v1 battle, and it's gonna be Paul who wins it. absolutely melts Quavo Steve there. Great job baiting that bomb, leaving that bomb out. Steve had to check that just in case he popped back out to pick that up, but Paul used it as a distraction, managed to get the jump on his opponent there, and Quavo Steve got finished off pretty comfortably.
I mean, of course Paul did. I mean, you know, it's like I said, he's the underdog. He's got more to prove.
So 3-1 now. Looks like, unfortunately, there might be a little bit of an issue here in the game. So, Alex, maybe you can dust off that book that you put on the shelf a minute ago. And
so, like I said, at the beginning of my gaming career,
very, very quickly, just to remind everyone at home, it looks like this will be restarted at 2-2. So, just to keep you all, up to date. Sorry, Alex, you were saying.
No, it's just going to happen. It happens all the time. It's just something you got to push through. The game is new also, so there might be a little bit of that, but thankfully we're getting them back in and we're getting them started fast. So as long as we can remember the scores, you being the genius at math that you are, we'll be fine.
We'll get this one started as soon as we can, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay. We'll get straight back into it. It is going to be at 2-2. Some little teething issues, I think we'll call them. It's the best way to describe it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Teething issues. But,
I agree.
It does give me an opportunity to remind everyone that we are giving away a copy of Black Ops 4. So if you've got a friend who hasn't got their hands on it, if you haven't got your hands on it yet, and you're watching this thinking, hey, man, how do I get this? How do I get this game? All you've got to do is watch, be active in the chat, and someone will be picked up random to pick up a free copy of Black Ops 4, thanks to the guys over at Team Beyond and Astro Gaming. So make sure you do it. There's no reason not to. Get your hands on a copy of Black Ops 4 and get gaming, boys and girls.
Yeah, and, you know, even if you do own the game, you still might want to win it so that you can get your best friend on it. You know, that's always a thing as well. I know plenty of people that I wish I could just give the game to so they could play with me. But, yeah, I'm just not made. I'm not made of money, Mark.
No, nor am I, brother. Nor am I. But one day we will be, and when that day comes, I fear for everyone else's safety. But anyway, we're back into this 2-2. Just to remind everyone, it's a little bit of a restart here, and I want to give Paul some love when we get back into this one because Paul's been impressive in this one. His teammate Onyx, who was making plays in the previous Mountain Summit, but since that, Paul's decided that he wants a little bit of this glory as well.
Yeah, Paul coming up big. Sometimes that's what happens when the lights are the brightest. You'll see players come out of nowhere, and you'll be like, "Who's that guy?" But yeah, it's big plays right now. They are in the semifinals. This is going to be for a guaranteed 500 buckaroos and a possibility to win $1,000. So I know those guys want to win this money. It's very, very good money for just a casual Monday night. Obviously, it is getting a little late here on the East Coast of America. We're coming up here on midnight, and some of these guys might have school in the morning.
They may well have. I'm not sure what's going on in the game at the moment. We'll get this sorted as soon as possible. Maybe just trying to double check on what the round score is. We'll get that sorted as soon as we can for everyone at home. And we want to get things right. We want to make sure that we're getting things right here. So as soon as we can get confirmation, we will. Alex, it's time to dust that book off, brother.
All right. This is what we're going to talk about now. We've got a new story, a new tale to tell. Is basically, dude, I got nothing, man. I got no Call of Duty stories, man. I'm new to the scene. It's fine. It's fine. But I'll tell you right now. I did see Crimsix when he just started playing Halo, and that man was a beast. Like I'm pretty sure that he is the only guy from Call of Duty. Like in all of the winners, I think there was Pac-Man. Pac-Man came in and he placed at a few of our combines and a few of our events. But I did see Crimsix, and Crimsix placed top 4 in Halo. That guy was a monster. Then he went on to play in Call of Duty. The dude was sick. And I remember his famous interview where he was like, "Yeah, I just kill stuff. I just snipe things." And everybody was just blown away at his massive skills of interviews. But yeah, I always thought that was an interesting thing, that he was the only player from Call of Duty to really have much success in Halo, but the other way around, Halo was I don't know. We've had a lot of successful people in COD, with Formal pretty much taking a ton of events, getting on Optic, and then Enable taking second last year. I'm really proud of him. Enable's an awesome dude, and now we're going to be seeing Shotzi, who is incredible in Halo. We just saw a crazy clip out of him with his team Splice. He doesn't get to play with them just yet because he's not old enough. Unfortunately, I hate that rule. I wish we could see a lot of the young talent in the world play in the CWL, but oh well. Yeah, I'm just really excited to see, because we have a little lull in Halo, so we're going to see a lot of the Halo talent come into Call of Duty.
Well, here we go. Just a reminder to everyone at home, it's 3-1. Slight mistake on the guys at the back end, but we got it right. We want to make sure that you guys, you know, where we were. We saw that it was 3-1, and it was 3-1. So we'll get back into this one as soon as we can.
All right,
and get straight back on things, Alex.
You're doing the next story time. That's all I'm going to say.
I got it, brother. Don't worry. I've got plenty of stories up my sleeve, and I will bring them out for everyone. But Paul and the boys, they are up 3-1 at the moment. Paul and Onyx. So they've only got to close out 3 more rounds.
Search and destroy.
In order to take this map.
All right, so we have got pretty much the same start that we've been seeing. These players are just going to start off strong, try to stay as aggressive as they were. Make sure they stay confident. Don't lose any of the focus that they had earlier. Don't let this connection issue get to them, because there is money on the line. I just saw in the chat, one of the players was like, I am not allowing this to happen. This is for a lot of money. This is $1,000. I am going to take this win. I don't care how many times something happens.
Carver Steve is making something happen for his team now. He manages to pick up the first kill, and Tantrix did a great job there of just playing his life there, making sure that after that first kill went down, that he was in position to stay alive, wait for his teammate to come back. And Steve, he flies back in, and he gets another round on the board now, and I believe that's going to be 3-2.
Yeah, and this is great right here, where he basically is just communicating to his teammate, hey, you know, put the bomb down. I got this. We're good to go.
Protect the objective.
So we do finally have a 3 on the board. 4 on the board, even. Sorry, a 2 on the board. I meant a 2. Tantrix now. I'm going to watch him again, because he's been impressing me so far with this ICR in hand. He's doing a great job of just peeking, getting information for his team and staying alive. Does get the information. Look at that. Immediately backs up. Going to call that one out to his teammate, Steve. So they now know where the location of one of those players is. Now we're just going to be watching this B site, see if anyone pops. Sees that shadow as well, which allows him to pre-fire as well. Onyx is going to be taken down to pretty low health, but Steve, again, just watching that A site. Just they got a nice split across the map here. Both players are going to be playing this one nice and passive.
Yeah, and sometimes when the game is really coming down to the wire, especially in a map number 3, that's what you're going to see. It's just everything coming down to a halt, and it coming really down to the decisions of the team. You know, you're asking your teammate, what are we doing? What are we doing? And then it comes down to execution.
Well, the bomb has gone down here for the red team. Paul manages to get some shots off. Quava Steve again picks up that first blood. And now, oh, Tantrix just peels him off of the bomb site. That's going to be an easy defuse here for Steve. He's going to pick up that bomb. He's going to punch that code in, and he's going to stop the bad things that were going to happen. And it's another round on the board now, and a little bit of a break there. Looks like it might have been good for the Blue Boys.
Yeah, and you never really know when that's going to happen either. Like, I've been in a lot of tournaments where there'd be like a setting issue in the last game of a series, and you'll have to restart it, and you were off to a great run, but during the restart, it's just totally backwards. Like, you're not going to be able to have a chance in hell of coming back. So, you know, it can really switch things up if you let it. You've got to make sure it does not affect your mental game. That's pretty much what video games are, is really making sure you stay focused, laser focused, so that you can just keep on beaming.
Well, we're tied up at 3-3 now. I'm on board with Paul. He's on defense at the moment. Tantrix is the bomb carrier here. They're going to be playing this one nice and slowly. You can see initial engagement, maybe mid-map. It looks like both of the guys, the blue team, are decided to push out mid-map, and now Paul might have a flank on these two players, but decides to back up again, playing this nice and slow. He knows they have to get that bomb down. So he's in no position, this 2v2, to have to make a play.
Yeah, and that's basically what you want to do. You want to put the pressure on the other team a lot of the time when you're on defense. You don't want to just go all out willy-nilly there. Landing some very nice shots there to support his teammate, and they are going to take him out.
Even better shots there from Paul to clean up that second kill, and that's going to put them back into the lead now. 4-3 is the score. Gets the bomb defused.
Bomb offline.
Good job from them there. Play that one nice and slowly, and that ICR just absolutely peeled
Keep it down. We're not done yet.
Steve off of that head glitch towards the end there. So nice plays, nice patient plays as well. And that's an important round there, just to stop that little bit of momentum that might have been coming in.
Yeah, so a good matchup, good even matchup that we're seeing still. Both these teams really showing that they have what it takes to take it all the way right now. But we are getting to the point of the game where it is just going to be so vital that you're winning your individual battles and you are not hesitating whatsoever. Not second guessing yourself, just sticking to the plan, even if it's a bad plan. If you have a bad plan in your head, just don't double step. Don't think about it twice. Just go ahead and do it. Sometimes it works out.
Well, it looks like you guys on the red team here are playing this one nice and slowly. Worked out for them last time. Tantrix is trying to find someone at the moment. Spot someone, I believe, on the bomb site. Did he spot him? Bomb is going down here. Checks the bomb site. Manages to get the kill as well. So 2v1 situation. Paul manages to take down Tantrix as well. So now we're in a 1v1.
It's all on you.
It's going to be Steve. Oh, and Steve peels him off of the bomb there. Takes down Paul. And that's going to push him back into the lead now. That's a big, big round.
That's your boy. That's the breadwinner. Gosh, I should have known. Should have known. Good old Steve. Pulling up a clutch right there. Going to be able to win his 1v1s. Winning those 1v1s are big, big, big. Getting those trades. This is going to be a 4-4 game right now. We are getting down to the wire here. And once again, we're seeing the push here on the left side. Watching the lane. Going to inch up slowly. Still watching that corner. Checking the door. Some good movement out of them. See if they can execute this properly.
Yeah, should be able to get the bomb down here. With that ICR in hand as well. Onyx is going to be looking to pick
The bomb has been planted.
a player off, but the ICR so good at range. Onyx is now forced to back up. He's trying to buy some team for his teammate to rotate across. Tantrix is looking for any peek he can. He saw that player. Onyx is going to have to back up. Keep an eye on the clock as well, because it's up to the guys in red to make a move. Onyx manages to get some damage down, but oh, beautifully played. But Paul, he bought himself enough time there, Onyx, for Paul to come in on the flank and get those kills. And not only that, he's going to get the easy defuse now. Now it's going to be 5-4, and the boys in red, they're only one round away from taking this.
Yeah, and there really wasn't much to do in that situation. You know, hindsight, maybe you could have said he could have laid down and checked his flank because there was no player pushing up in front of him, so there was only going to be someone behind. But, you know, his teammate just died, so he was hoping that his teammate was going to be aware of that. That was going to be a very big two-piece out of that player there, really getting down to it. This could possibly be the semifinals right now and going on into the finals. See if these players can clutch it up.
I'm aboard with Onyx now. It looks like both teams are watching that B bomb site like hawks. ICR in hand again. Tantrix almost peeked around that corner, and Onyx might get the timing on him here. Tantrix jumps out though, and Tantrix gets the kill. Manages to take down Onyx, and when your backs are against the wall, when you're on map point here, that's a big, big kill.
Yeah, extremely. I really like how aggressive he was playing. He knew he had to make a play, and he did it. This player's all alone here. Let's see what he is going to decide to do. He is just pretty much trying to get around any way he can, maybe sneak past them. He's got to try something, though. He can't just sit back.
Yeah, difficult situation here. The bomb is down, but he does manage to get one kill when his teammate isn't in a position to trade it out. So there might be an opportunity here for him to make a play. Does get the stim off, challenges the kill as well, and Paul manages to turn things around and picks up the 2v1 clutch.
I never doubted you, Paul. Never. I never doubted. Paul absolutely just. Woo! That was some exciting plays being made there at the end. That was fantastic.
That was big. That was big, and not only that, the 2v1 was enough to put them into a grand finals, I believe. That is going to be it. Obviously, we had the restart there where they were 3-1 up, and that was big plays from Paul. The 2v1 clutch will put them into our grand final, so they're very much in position. Now, talking about how they wanted to get that $1,000, they've already got themselves 500. That's a good start from these boys.
Yeah, great games we are seeing. I am excited to see these finals. These finals definitely are going to be big. We've got, unfortunately, on one side we've got the underdogs, and on the other we've got the Team Beyond champion from World War II. So it's going to be interesting to see what we have got in store. But make sure you guys don't go anywhere. When we get back, we have got some more action.
Yeah, just to remind you that we also have a copy of Black Ops 4 that will be given away as well during the stream, towards the end of the stream. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you're active in the chat. All you have to do is make sure that you're in the chat, that you're active, and you're in with a chance of winning a fresh copy of Black Ops 4. So make sure you do. This game is insanely good. I can't explain how good it is. So make sure that you're active in the chat and that you make us know that you're here, and we'll enter you in for that. I mean, Alex, what's better than this? It's free to enter these tournaments. We're giving away copies of Black Ops. I mean, what else could you want?
I mean, I can't imagine what. Can't imagine.
All right, guys. Well, it's time for the grand finals. We're going to go for a very quick break before we do so, though. So don't go anywhere. When we get back, it's our grand finals with $1,000 on the line. We'll see you in just a bit. Welcome back, everybody, to the Team Beyond 2v2 S&D Tournament, of course, powered by Team Beyond and the wonderful people over at ASTRO Gaming. And it is finally grand finals time. And the two teams that we have going up against each other are going to be Nut and the Kid, which is Almond and Eclipse, going up against Onyx Zap, Ross, and that is going to be Paul and Onyx. And Paul with the 2v1 clutch in the final game of that semi-final to put his team in the final. And a reminder to everyone, $500 guaranteed for both of these teams. However, there is $1,000 on the line here, nighty night, for one of these teams. And boy, you know that these guys are hungry for that money.
Yeah, after that clutch, I mean, that was exciting to watch. We also have been seeing some last-minute plays like that before in the match earlier when we saw a round 11. So both these teams are hungry for it. We know that one player has already won a Team Beyond championship and World War II, so he's got that going for him. But after what I saw from Paul has the ice in his veins. He can perform when he needs to. Yeah,
it was a dirty clip to finish things off. We're waiting for one of the players to get involved in the lobby, and we'll get this grand final underway as soon as we can, because we want to get it straight into this one. We want to get straight into our grand final, and it is still, of course, a best of three. So, I mean, you said it. You backing Paul and the boys, are you?
Yeah, I mean, I got to stick with my guns here. That's going to be a very important thing. I think, you know, the underdog is always what I've gone with in the past, and it's what I'm going to stick with right now.
Well, it will be Slums game number 1. We almost got to see some Slums in the semi-final, then we realized it was unfortunately the incorrect map. But Slums is game number 1, Alex. We can go back, we can reminisce. I'm sure everyone who's sat in the lobby at the moment and in the chat at home has got some fond memories and maybe some not so fond memories of Slums. Might have been in the receiving end of someone else's game-winning kill cam, but you know, it's a fantastic map and one that is synonymous with some classic Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's one of the first maps that I really fell in love with when I was playing pubs in Black Ops 2. I just really enjoyed it. One of the very big things about it was the way that you had to rotate during hard points on this map, which it was basically a training ground for me. This was one of the maps that really taught me what it was to spawn your team in Call of Duty with holding down an anchored spot with your AR. But obviously in 2v2, it's going to be much different. There's going to be rotations to bomb sites, but mainly you're just going to see players with SMGs running into the tight quarters, trying to bait and switch. But on this map, there's just so many different, I'd like to say, like, I guess not really tools, but places on the map that you can use to your advantage. Like the room in mid, you know, you've got two separate sides. You've got one that's open and one that's a room, basically. And the room is just somewhere that you can, you know, hide in a corner. You can get down underneath the counter. You can just listen for the bomb site. There's a lot of different areas on this map that make this just kind of a creative game. It makes it very fun to watch and just entertaining to view as an audience member.
Yeah, definitely a map that has a lot of routes to be explored, shall we say. And a lot of, you can see a lot of brain power going into this one as well. A lot of thought processes on how to try and out-rotate your opponents to get the jump on them. But looks like all of the players are in the lobby. And the Undertaker's music is playing again by God Eclipse. He knew it worked in the semi-finals. He's trying to get it going again. The dead man is rising. And I'm looking forward to this one, Alex. The first final that we're going to have for Black Ops 4 for the Beyond tournaments in this 2v2 S&D, and what better place to start it off? I mean, you just see us flying through right now, and you know, it just brings back so many memories for me.
Oh, I've got the nostalgia going right now. You know, having it for so much money too really makes it big. You know, $1,000, that is not chump change. These guys want that money. They don't even have the $500 on their mind. All these guys are winners getting to this point. Now they just need to close it out strong, make sure they stay playing the way that they've been playing so far. They've been playing a long time now. You know, tournaments are a marathon. They're not a sprint. So they've really got to conserve their energy here and make sure that they're doing what needs to be done to bring their all when it matters the most.
Well, I'm actually going to watch Paul after the way that he finished that semi-final. He's going to have the ICR in hand to spot out Almond as well. So he's going to have a little bit of information about where that bomb potentially could be going. Allman does back down. Paul hits some nice shots now. Now I'm going to move over to the other side of things. Let's see what Eclipse is doing. He looks like he's just watching the entrance to Graveyard and trying to get a pick himself.
Yep, checking both sides right now. He's going to get shots. He's all
That's
tagged up.
Now moving back around towards this B-bomb site. Allman does get the first kill here, so that's going to be first blood here to the boys in blue. That's going to allow them to get the bomb down potentially, but Onyx is coming straight back around that corner, but the awareness from God Eclipse to bait that out, to cancel that bomb going down and jump back out and get the finish on that player pushing him. Great awareness, must have been a call out from his teammate as well. Good communication to let him know, but the execution after the communication, which was what was so impressive.
Yeah, excellent shots right there. His accuracy was perfect to aim high there, getting the jump so that he could see down over the bomb plant. Very, very nice job. But also, you know, one of the key factors right there was deciding that the slay was more important. That, you know, it wasn't about getting the bomb down as soon as possible. It was making sure that he's getting shots into that player, that if that player does take him out, at least his teammate can clean it up.
Well, I'm on board with Onyx at the moment. He's playing around blue. Not breaking any of this glass to give away his position. You can see he's trying to get the jump on here. Spots that player out. This should be an easy kill. Got a clip. He's going to be gone. Now it's a 2v1 situation. Bomb in hand still for Onyx. Let's go over to the other side of things. Let's see how Allman plays this one. Did spot a player up on the statue here, but it's given away his position now in blue. He's going to be forced to rotate. That should be the bomb going down here on the B-bomb side.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for him to be in. I'm really liking what he's doing, though. He's deciding to make a play. I mean, you really have no other choice but to just basically try to slay out the other players. The other players have all of the advantage right now. They have the numbers advantage. They have the situational advantage with the bomb being down. And I would have liked to seen him get a little bit more aggressive earlier, but there's, like I said, just not much he is able to do.
Yeah, and you can see the shots from Paul there. All they were doing are trying to distract him long enough for Onyx to come in and get the kill. And Onyx does exactly that. Just about manages to finish it off, but that is going to be things tied up early on here. Both teams succeeding so far. 1 round apiece.
Yeah, and that's nice to see right there that teams are able to play super aggressive on the offense and to play exceptionally well. Making sure, you know, with all this pressure that they don't play a little bit different. You know, some players, when they get into a tournament, they start to slightly make changes to, you know, what they would normally do. You know, there's a famous thing that you always want to talk about, that once you're in this scenario, you always revert back to your training.
Here we go, 1v1 situation then. Bomb is down. See, Onyx is rotating through broken here. Should be able to pick this bomb up pretty comfortably. Got Eclipse moving. Does get that bomb in hand. Now it's a 1v1. He's going to look for the plant early here, maybe potentially. So has to actually look for the slay instead, and he's going to rotate around. Maybe try and bait out this B-bomb site. Wait for Onyx to make the move. 44 seconds left on the clock here.
Yep, playing it smart. Slowing it down. His teammates probably talking to him, probably walking him through it.
Great awareness from God Eclipse there. Knew that flank was coming in. Played it patiently. Played it perfectly. And just baited him out. Picked up the kill as well. Finished the job that he started. And that's going to be a 2-1 lead.
God Eclipse so far really doing a nice job at winning his battles. Definitely something you need to see at this level of a tournament. Want to see somebody on point with the shots and on point with the moves, and he's got them. God Eclipse. We're going to stay on board with him for sure.
Yeah, let's watch this round from God Eclipse here, how he starts things out. And it's not going to start too well. Paul takes him down, so let's go over to his teammate Allman here. Now he's in a 2v1 situation. Almost peels that player off the head glitch, but going to look more difficult for him here. Onyx is the bomb carrier. Paul's going to push in aggressively, and Paul manages to peel him off the head glitch as well. So clinical round there coming in from the boys in red, and it's going to be tied up at 2-2. Both these teams just trading rounds at the moment.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see. If you are a viewer, if you're an audience member, you definitely want to see it go the distance. You want to make sure we're getting some round 11s here and making it as exciting as possible. And this is a lot more fun to cast when it is this crazy.
Well, I'm watching Paul here. He's going to be pushing around statue. She opens that B-bomb site. First bloods have been really, really vital so far in this game. Bomb carrier is going to be Ormond. He's playing it perfectly as well and manages to stay alive and not get traded out. So now Paul's in the 1v2 situation. We saw him clutch up in the semi-finals. He's going to have to do it here if he wants to put his team into the lead. So the bomb might be going down here. Might have spotted that player out, but just not in time. Bomb does go down. Paul manages to stay alive. If he can get this kill, we might have the chance. If he can stay alive a second longer, does get challenged. Great job trading that kill out, though, for I got Eclipse. And just when Paul had given himself an opening there, the door was shut almost immediately. And now you see the blue team with a 3-2 round lead.
Almond with some very nice shots. Going to get that head shot. Very good. Making sure to aim up there as soon as he saw that player was strafing into the box. Now we're going to see what Eclipse can do here on the bomb site. He is running in gung-ho at the moment. He is going to go all the way through mid and see if he can get a flank on one. He does get shots. He's going to go for the cleanup. He went in, but he totally missed the player, and he gets taken down.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was. He was on that Jeep, and he managed to do a good job of positioning himself so that that kill was as difficult as possible. Bought as much time as he could, and it turned into a kill for Onyx. Let's watch Onyx. Let's see how he finishes this one off. But just as we move over, it's not in time because Paul is the man who manages to pick up the kill. And surprise, surprise, 3-3 at the moment, and nothing between these two teams at the moment on slumps.
You know, the way this map is going, I kind of want to see like what the win-win loss ratio is for each side. It seems like one side is just heavily favored so far on this map. Every time one team goes to one side, they win. And I'm liking what I'm seeing, though. Both teams are still just keeping it close. We've got another flank coming from the mid. That seemed to work.
Onyx is doing work at the moment in this game. Onyx takes another player down to no shields as well. His teammate's gone down. Now it's a 1v1 situation, and Onyx manages to clutch up again. He wins the battle. They climb into a 1-round lead, but big plays coming in from Onyx there. He strapped a pair on in that round and managed to execute as well. Great play coming in from him.
Ooh, look what we're seeing. Looky, looky.
Peek that elbow, boy.
That's what I'm talking about. We have got a sniper in play, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to give Onyx some love after that last round. He's going to be the bomb carrier here. In our round number 8. Slows things down a little bit, though. Mixing things up. I like this. Not overcommitting to the same strategy more than once. It's the ICR in hand as well. Moving towards that A bomb site. Doesn't want to shoot this glass out to give away his position until he really has to. Now he's pushing through. Spots out, got Eclipse. Can he finish this one off? And again, it's Onyx who's been the catalyst for his team here. Picks up that first blood. Still has that bomb in hand. Moving towards his teammate Paul now. They're going to be able to get this bomb down. And they're going to put themselves in a great place here to potentially put themselves 1 round away.
Yeah, he's going to watch any angle to help out his teammate to put down this bomb right now. And it doesn't look like the player's going to move in anytime soon. And now they're just going to back out and watch each other's angles. They have all of the advantage in the world right now to take this win.
Let's watch it from Ormond's point of view. Let's see if he can clutch up. Checks his corners. Manages to just about get away. Hits the stim as well, so he's got his health back. Peels one player off. Spots the other player is there as well, I believe. He's going to push this kill. He's only got 13 seconds to play with here. 7.5 seconds on the defuse. It looks like he's going to be pushing in for the kill. And he manages to get the kill. Ormond clutches up, but he's not going to be in position, unfortunately, to get the defuse. So the time bought just enough here, and it's going to be another round going to the boys in red. Even though the big plays came in, wasn't in position to get that defuse. And that's going to be 1 round away from now taking this map number 1.
Do these guys know each other? Because there has been a lot of body disrespect. Every time a body hits the floor, somebody's putting shots into it or going over and walking over it and just making little, you know, taunts here and there. These guys are definitely going at each other and trying to get in each other's heads like the music in the pregame lobby. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
I'm watching this one from Paul's POV, and that should be the first blood. Oh no, Atu somehow got Eclipse. Managed to get that first blood. Not sure how he did it. Now there's going to be another battle, and God Eclipse gets aggressive here. As him and his teammate were just one round away from losing map number 1. They're still in this one now. Still map point, however. But big plays, big aggressive plays from God Eclipse there. Slid straight around this corner, and this best play is going to be well deserved here as he hits the stim. Re-challenges his second player who was weak and manages to get the kill as well.
And there's always a saying that's been said in all sports: big time players make the big time plays. And so far we're seeing these guys really step up when it matters the most. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of every individual in this game. They're all doing massive things. Doesn't look like they're really falling under the pressure. Maybe they're going to feel it a little bit later, but so far this is looking really good, really even. It's a really good matchup here on Slums.
Everyone is playing this one very, very slowly. I'm going to watch God Eclipse, though, because he was the aggressor in the last game. He was the one who made something happen for his team. Can he do it again in this round? To send it to a round 11 in our first map of our grand finals. Best of 3, remember. Bomb now moving in. It's going to be Paul. And oh, some shaky shots there from God Eclipse. He might have had the opportunity to clean that one up. Bomb carrier manages to get away, but at least the information's coming from God Eclipse now that he knows where one of those players is.
And it's interesting.
Onyx is in blue, though. And Onyx manages to get the first pick.
That's what I was just about to say, that he stayed in the exact same area that he got called out at. The player knew exactly where to look, took him out, easy peasy, done. So that was interesting that he decided to do that. That's a pretty rough area to start from.
Orman now in the 2v1 situation, misses some shots, gets the melee out though, but Paul comes back around the corner to trade out the kill, and Paul seems to be missed the clutch at the moment, and it's going to be him and his teammate who take the lead in our grand finals here. They take map number 1 on Slum 6-4.
Yeah, Paul being just the man on a mission right now, planting the bomb and coming in to get the final shots on the player for the trade. Very, very good job out of him, playing an exceptional game. And now it is only one more map for him to take the big 1,000.
Yeah, he wants that $1,000, man. He wants it good, and that was a solid way to end out map number 1 for him. Definitely going to fill him with confidence going into our map number 2. But reminder to everyone who's watching at the moment, we're giving away a copy of Black Ops 4 at the end of this stream. So make sure that you're active in the chat. Make sure you're staying tuned, because there is a copy going to be given away to someone, one lucky person in our chat who maybe doesn't have their hands on it. Maybe already has their hands on it and just fancies another copy. Maybe to give to a friend, maybe to give to a loved one. You know how it is. Or maybe just to, just to keep, just to say, I'm a winner. And I just win things. It's as simple as that.
That's their trophy right there. That's just those greedy.
And map number 2 then. We're back on Arsenal now. We're seeing that B-bomb site seems to be favored pretty much by a lot of these players in this 2v2 S&D tournament. $1,000 on the line, remember. $500 already guaranteed for one of these teams. But you can double your money here. And Onyx and Paul, they're just one map away. It's up to their opposition here to try and close that gap. Send it to a map number 3.
Yeah, and, hopefully they will match it because, like we said, Steve was a champion. And champions they do this thing I've noticed in a lot of different games where they'll be down in a series and something clicks. Something just goes haywire in their head and they immediately start playing more on top of it. They're just aiming better. They're making their decisions quicker. They're calling out better. They're communicating better. It just everything comes into play, and it's like a tiger in a corner.
Well, God Eclipse is getting aggressive straight away. He's going to have a free A site here. Going to be able to get this bomb down early, which is going to be good. Gives them that advantage. Now they can try and hold a few positions here. You can see Orman sat up in the window here. Going to be playing the vents. Sneaky position here. Now it's just keep an eye on that clock. 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's go over to Onyx and see what he can do. See he making some plays. He was in the vents as well, but didn't spot out that player. Moving over to Paul now. He set up on one of these planters. Looks like he spotted where Orman was. Gonna call one out to his teammates, but God Eclipse gets the first kill here, so it's up to Onyx now to clutch up. Has a player in front of him. Can't find him though. He's lost him in the lights, and it's gonna be Orman who picks up his first kill, sorry, of the round. And Orman gets things going for his team now. They lost map number 1, but they've won round number 1 of map number 2.
I can't wait to watch this. This was great. He meleeed him and immediately got pushed back into the vent. I can't imagine that he did that on purpose. That was a very fun little play to watch. Him just sliding in. The player had no clue where he went.
Well, got a clip still going to be watching here. He has the bomb, pushing into the vent straight away. Trying to get a pick, trying to see if anyone else is going to try and play this position. He has eyes on mid now. No information as yet, so he probably knows that they're moved towards the B bomb site just through the process of elimination. Not sure if they're playing slow, so just waiting for a communication from his teammate. There it is. Now he's going to be pushing through. A team kill comes through, though, so it's going to be a 1v1 situation here. Bomb is down.
Enemy details down to 1.
Not sure if he actually spotted out that player there. Bomb still down. Paul versus God Eclipse. Bomb has been picked up. Let's go over to Paul.
Paul definitely has the hot trigger so far today. He's going to realize that that player probably rotated over to the other side, and now it is opening up. Perfect time to plant the bomb, back up, and bait it.
Paul then has a round in his hand here to tie things up. God Eclipse has just been spotted, though. It's all about this AR battle, and there's some shaky shots, but they're good enough from Paul. And he's going to win the round there after getting that bomb down. Well played by Paul there, using every single advantage that he's had in order to close out the round and tie things up at 1-1.
Yeah, definitely a good job by him, keeping his shots steady, not backing down when he realized that he was missing a few shots, committing to the battle, and correcting his shot to win it out.
Neutralize the objective.
Let's watch some more Paul then. Let's see how he gets on in this round. Has the ICR in hound around this A site, so he's going to be locking this A site down, looking for information, looking to peel anyone off of these heads.
Shooting through the bushes, seeing if he can get a lucky shot or a tag through, getting anything going, but he wasn't able to find anyone. He's going to push up now on the map with his teammate. His teammate going to break the glass. They're going to know exactly where he's at.
I've moved over to Onyx now because he's just picked up the first kill with that stalk onto Almond.
Bomb is armed.
Bomb has gone down though, so 2v1 situation here. Let's go to God Eclipse. Let's see how he plays this. Can he clutch this 2v1 situation? The 2v1s and the clutches that we've seen so far today, they've been the ones that have really changed the momentum in games. They've been the winning round, should we say. Looks like one player's going to be going for the defuse. Paul's going to be looking over him. He has to check that bomb. He's not going to be able to do it. Has to be forced to challenge. And that is going to be a well-executed round there from Paul and Onyx.
Yeah, they are looking really, really tight right now. Really just a very good formation. Every time you see them, they just know exactly where they're going to go. And they're winning their battles. That is very key. Every individual battle that I'm seeing out of these guys, they are making sure that they are hitting their shots. But it is still just 2-1 here, so there is plenty of room for error. You never know when things get crazy, when it is the finals and there's this much money on the line, anything can happen.
Well, Onyx is getting aggressive here. He's looking for a two-piece, almost manages to get. Allman's going to be really low shields. Another player pushing in here, no health at all. Paul manages to get the finish on that one, and aggression being turned up to the max there in that round number 4. 3-1 now.
Mr. Allman doing some work, landing his shots, gonna pick up that kill, tries to evade the last guy, but is going to get taken out. But I do like what he did right there, making sure to use the wall effectively and just work around it right there. That definitely shows the difference in just a noob in pubs and an actual competitor.
Watching God Eclipse's POV then for the start of this round. Round number 5. First kill, though, goes down to Allman. Let's move over now to Paul. See if he can clutch up a 2v1. If he wins this, this would be absolutely huge here. The bomb has not gone down yet. It looks like they're moving towards that B site, though, to get this bomb down. And the 2v1 retake is so difficult on that B site. Even in 2v2, quite a close quarters bomb site, quite tight.
Bomb planted. Hold your
And
position.
the way that God Eclipse and Almond have played it so far, you usually have that Maddox overlooking, you have the ICR as well. Both players actually running Maddoxes at the moment, so they're going to be set up pretty nicely here. Should be in position for the trade if Almond doesn't get the kill, but Almond, he says, I don't need no help, and that's going to be another round now, and we're just 1 round separating these two teams again.
Yeah, they are starting to set. It's just starting to get a little bit more momentum now coming back into this one. You said that they have 2 Maddoxes. They might have changed it up, tried to get, you know, a little bit more aggressive with both of their shots, trying to move together better. You know, if something's not working, that's the beauty of Call of Duty. You can switch it up on the fly and maybe try something else. And if it starts to work, then that is going to help you in the end. I like what he's doing here. He's just peeking on both sides right there, trying to get some information so that his teammate can possibly get a flank or maybe get a better angle. Right now, he is just watching from afar and just staying alive. I like him playing his life here, but he did get a little info. They're both there, and he is not going to get taken out. I like what he's doing.
Yeah, he's just waiting for his teammates to try and rotate, and here comes Ullman finally. But set up on that statue is going to be Paul, and he melts him off. Now it's up to Ullman to try and clutch the 2v1. Spots out Paul. Get some shots down, but it's not going to be good enough. Paul's going to come with the challenge. Here comes the teammate as well. Great pinch there from the 2 players. Onyx manages to finish it up with the SMG, and now it's going to be 4-2, and just 2 rounds away now from winning our grand finals.
Yeah, Onyx playing extremely well. Always making sure he pushes in, stays aggressive. The guy really never seems to have any second, you know, decision. It's always, he makes it, he goes. The guy never hesitates. I'm really loving what I'm seeing out of Onyx. Obviously, Paul's been clutching it up. These guys have been playing great. This could be the tournament right now that we are seeing. Excellent shots across the map. Oh my gosh! Cannot believe he won that one out.
Yeah, Ullman manages to get the kill there, and he's challenging for more as well. And Ullman single-handedly trying to drag him and his teammate back into this now. That's a round on the board for them. Great shots from him. Important shots from him. Vital shots from him now. I feel like if they lost that round, they were really up against it, but challenges Paul there. Hits his shots that he needs to. And gives himself a little lifeline now as we head into the next round.
Defend the objective.
Yeah, now switching it up would probably be best at this point. At this stage in the game, you want to make them second guess. You want to make them think you're doing something else, but do the opposite. Make yourself very unpredictable, and that's exactly what we're seeing. I haven't seen that just yet. Getting up on the table, checking the vents, working together, walking into the enemy team's base, and really making a team push here. This is going to be a team effort, checking the flank, walking in, and they're about to come up behind them.
Yeah, this is aggressive play, and Paul knew exactly what was going on. He didn't see someone for long enough to know that something was going down. Checked his back, managed to stop that push being as effective as it could have been. Now God Eclipse is going to be moving through the lobby area. Ullman's just trying to work the B bomb site as well, and they need to pinch at the same time here. The bomb has gone down from Onyx. Keep an eye on that kill feed though, because the next kill is vital in this battle. All about timing. Can they time this well? Onyx is going to be weak. God Eclipse got some damage down, but didn't finish the kill. Onyx comes back out and challenges. Here comes another challenge. Hits the melee. Doesn't finish the kill though. Onyx manages to get that kill, and that could be vital.
Yeah, that was a huge play right there. He did get like the ninja melee, but it didn't matter. He wasn't able to connect on the cleanup. Now it is a 2v1 scenario here. Not much of a chance for this player, but he is going to do whatever he can. He's got no other choice. Landing his shots. He's going to take out one.
Doesn't have the time to deal with it though. 2 melees come in, and it is going to be a round win there for Onyx and the boys. Now they're on match point. Now they're on grand finals point. Just 1 round away from being $1,000 better off.
$1,000, not bad at all. Monday night, making that cheddar. You know they are feeling it right now. They've got all the confidence in the world. It is going to take some big things to happen if Almond and his buddy want to get back into this one.
Well, I'm watching Paul. We've got to watch these guys. We've got to watch the red squad. See if they can close things out. Watch the outskirts area here. Allman does get the first pick here, so first blood does go down to the Blues. Allman and God Eclipse, they have a little bit of a lifeline here. But Paul, we've seen him clutch before. When it mattered, can he do it again? Bomb's going down now on the B site.
This is when all the money is on the line here. He is going to go straight in for it. Land some good shots.
Survives as well, so now it's a 1v1. We talked about how good Paul has been at clutching up, and it's Ormond who clutches up now. Keeps him and his teammate in things just as Paul was looking for another flashy 2v1 win to win our grand finals. They stay alive though. Still match point, but they're still alive.
Yeah, Paul did a great job right there. You know, hats off to him for jumping out and challenging that. I mean, he was pretty much on even footing right there, but didn't land the shots. He did jump. The jump probably is what sealed his fate. If he had probably just stayed down and maybe corner shot a little bit better, possibly could have won that one out. But right now things are slowing down a little bit. There's a little fight across a bomb site, but nothing really coming in. We do have a player running through mid though, maybe trying to go for a cheeky flank here through the vent.
Yeah, I'm watching God Eclipse now because he's the player who might be able to make something magical happen, and he does manage to pick up one kill. A 2v1 situation now to send it to around 11. Paul's going to be weak. Paul's going to be forced into this vent. Here it is going to be around 11. God Eclipse with the God plays. Manages to take down 2 players and they stay alive. They're down a map. But they've put themselves in a position here to at least clutch up. If they can win this one and send it to a map 3, momentum is very much on their side.
Yeah, and that was a huge flank. Getting that kill and making the bomb fall inside the vent, that really gave Paul no options. Didn't allow for him to really make any sort of play on either player. So very, very good job at going in for that flank and taking the initiative when the game was on the line.
I'm watching God Eclipse again at the start of this round. He was the one who made things happen. They've started a little bit slower here. They're on offense. Things might be a little bit more tough. Onyx and Paul, though. This is match point. This is grand finals point for them. Very slow. Very touchy-feely at the start of this round. Just as you would expect. $1,000 for the winner. $500. Double your money if you win this round for the guys in red. And the opportunity to stay in this and fight for that $1,000 for the boys in blue.
Double your money, double your fun. These guys do not want to walk away with second place. They want to be the winners of the night. Go to bed happy. The bomb is going down. This is a huge moment right now.
Really, really big. Now it's just a straight 2v2. They've got to get the retake, but Onyx gets the first kill here. 1v2 here. Almond, can you keep your team's dreams alive? Onyx and Paul are going to be collapsing. The timing wasn't quite there. He spots one out. He's getting pushed. This could be it. This could be game. He manages to get one, though. Can he clutch up? No, he can't. Onyx gets the kill. And Onyx is going to get the defuse as well. Plenty of time on the clock. And it's going to be Onyx and Paul. Even with Almond doing everything that he could to save things for them, they are going to be your grand final champions. Congratulations to them. They're going to be taking home that $1,000.
Paul and Onyx stepped up time and time again. They were always making the plays they needed to, and there at the end, sure enough, they used a perfect double team and were able to secure that kill on Almond. Although, you got to give a lot of credit to Almond. Almond put up a heck of a fight there at the end. But yeah, Paul, hats off to Paul and Onyx. Those guys are just freaks at S&D. I was reading in the chat that apparently Onyx has been a freak at it for a long time.
Impressive stuff from those. Congratulations to Onyx and Paul. They are your Beyond 2v2 S&D champions. Massive congratulations to them. $1,000 better off, and commiserations, of course, to their opposition. They go home with $500 in the pocket, and you know, for free entry into a tournament, that's not too bad. So just a reminder to everyone as well, let's give away some Black Ops right now. Let's give away a copy of Black Ops 4. What we need you to do is type giveaway into the chat. Every single person who does type giveaway into the chat will be entered into the giveaway, and we'll be picking someone before the end of the show. So make sure that you get in there, get your fingers typing. Alex, I could hear your fingers going there. That's
whoops. I should have muted you. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, sir. So sorry.
Sorry, man.
I wanted it, man. I just want it. I want my own.
I know, man. It's nice to be a winner for once, Alex. It's nice to be a winner for once. But
you had to do it.
I had to do it. It's the second time as well. I'm sorry about that.
I'll get you back. Don't worry.
It was uncalled for. But yeah, make sure that you type giveaway in the chat. And again, congratulations to Onyx Zap for taking home the first Beyond 2v2 S&D tournament and that $1,000. Reminder to everyone as well, type giveaway in the chat if you want to be involved in the opportunity to win a copy of Black Ops 4. And also remind to everyone, if you want to be involved in these tournaments, head over to teambeyond.net and get involved. It's completely free to enter these tournaments. And you can be in with a chance of playing against some of the best. And of course, winning yourself a lot of money. Alex, it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a lot of fun this evening.
It has been an absolute pleasure casting with you, sir. You are one of a kind, an absolute masterclass. You know, it's been awesome. Never mind. You know what? I just take back everything I said. You know what? Forget you. Just forget it.
Fair enough. Well, it's not just a copy of Black Ops that we're giving away. There's the Beyond October giveaway as well, which is something that's done every month at the moment. The guys over at Beyond and Astro, they hook it up for you guys. They're giving away an Astro A40 plus mix amp, Astro A40 mod kit, Logitech Pro gaming keyboard, Logitech Lightspeed wireless gaming mouse, and a Logitech PowerPlay wireless charging system. All you have to do is head over and follow teambeyond.net on Twitter. And I mean, the Twitter handle is at teambeyondnet as well to get involved with that. So head over there. They got all the information for you to be involved in that giveaway. We're just giving away stuff. I feel like Oprah today. That's what I feel like. I'm just giving away
stuff. You get an Astro. You get a Black Ops. You get an Astro.
Everybody gets something, man. That's what we're here for. We're giving away $1,000, dude. We're just good people out here, you know.
I don't know about you, but yeah. We're great people.
We're great people.
We are.
And we tell everybody that we are. But anyway,
all right.
I mean, it has been a pleasure. And do you know what, Alex? What's your Twitter? Give yourself a little plug there.
It is at Nighties Night. KNIGHTYS KNIGHT. Very, very simple.
Lovely stuff. And we are awaiting the winner at the moment. We will announce by name who is going to be winning that copy of Black Ops. So going to do some. It is actually going to be.
Dun, da, da.
I can't read.
I got you. It is Yuichi Kanda. YUCHICONDA. Yuichi Kanda.
Congratulations, brother. Obviously, the people at Beyond will be in touch and sort out that copy of Black Ops 4. Congratulations, and thanks for tuning in as well. I mean, that's what you get for watching these things, you know? You get yourself a copy of Black Ops. But do you know what? I think Alex, we're pretty much done here, aren't we?
I think that might be it. You can finally go to bed, sir. I know it is late for you.
Hey, man, it's only 10 to 6 in the morning, but I'm probably going to grind Black Ops for a couple of hours. But anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It's been a pleasure to cast some Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Thanks to Alex for joining us. Thanks to all the players that have been involved. Congratulations to Onyx and Paul, your winners of the first tournament. We'll see you next time.